Sam, could be decisive in a D2 championship for the league.
Well, just like you mentioned, the D2 championship is whoever has the most wins at the end of the season compared to D1. So, Dallas is kind of in the driver's seat of that a little bit, but here we are at Fred Kelly Stadium in Orange, California.
Yeah, very key game. Dallas has had a chance to win a game that they played. They're 1-0, but because of a forfeit, they're actually 2-0 in the standings. And while Orange County is 1-0 based on that forfeit to the same team that had to fold its season. So really the winner of this one is going to have a tremendous advantage over the rest of Division II this season, which will be decided by regular season records instead of a championship game. And we've got some player spotlights that we want to cover here before we get started. And this is the first one, Sam.
Orange County Lawmen.
Okay, we have Dale Van Hoosier playing quarterback for the Dallas Defenders. Playing in the NPSFL gives me the chance to play the game that I love while also assisting my first responder family in times when they need it most. Dale Van Hoosier. All right.
And then for our Orange County, we've got Spencer Ned, and Spencer will be playing quarterback for the Lawmen. Playing this league means the world to me. After growing up watching my dad play and now being part of it myself, there's nothing better than playing competitive football with my brothers in law enforcement while giving back to my community in the process. I think we're going to take a break for the national anthem.
Hernandez will be singing our national anthem. Those who have your hats on, please remove your hats. Presenting the colors for this year's event will be the Orange County Sheriff's Department Honor Guard. Please remain standing while the colors are retired.
An outstanding rendition of the national anthem here at the stadium, Fred Kelly Stadium in Orange, and we'll go back once we have a chance to go back to these, the player profiles. And Sam, this is a Dallas Defender running back.
Anthony Weish, running back. He's with the Dallas Police Department. He's a police officer. He actually played at the University of Texas, FBS school down there north of Dallas. And he's got 10 carries for 53 yards so far. And he says playing in the NPSFL is everything. Not only do I get to build a bond with my brothers by sharing blood, sweat, and tears on the line of duty, I get to experience that same special bond on the gridiron.
And for Orange County, Kyle Paris, running back and linebacker. You'll see several players out here today who will be going both ways. And Kyle Paris played at South Dakota State. He's a Jackrabbit, and playing in the NPSFL means representing something bigger than the game by honoring the brotherhood, discipline, service, and sacrifice we live every day. We'll see a lot of Kyle Paris today.
That's for sure. Last player I just want to introduce is Zach Ned. He's a linebacker with the Dallas Police Department, a police officer. He's captain of the Dallas defense. He said, "This league gives me the opportunity to stay connected to the game I love. It's truly a blessing to still be able to come out and play football, all for a good cause."
And for Orange County, Brandon Monday, tight end. He's with the Orange County Sheriff's Department. And you'll see him on offense and defense as well today. The NPSFL provides the opportunity to be immersed in a brotherhood that extends across the nation, competing at a high level while making a positive impact on our communities. Each year I look forward to the season and will continue playing for as long as my body will allow. And that is Brandon Monday, who will be out there as a tight end and defensive end for Orange County. We're getting close to kickoff here, Sam, and these two teams ready to go on a very warm afternoon for late April. The Dallas team probably comfortable with it in the 80s. Orange County, both these teams playing with a relatively limited roster, so it's going to be real critical for them to stay on the field and stay hydrated today.
Yeah, I think, there's a good breeze, which kind of gives you an idea that, it's going to be nice and cool, but it's a little bit hot, but once those guys get moving and everything, and depending how many guys are going to play both ways for the different teams, which is going to be a grind, which these guys are absolutely used to, but they're not as young as we were in high school, but they'll still be able to get through it, and, both these teams want to do well and win.
So getting ready to kick the ball off, it's the Orange County kicking off to the Dallas Defenders, and we're ready to go here. Kickoff in this important Division II matchup. Lining up the kickoff for Orange County is number 11, and that's Spencer Ned. Kicks it down, fielded the NFL-style kickoff. There was a fair catch call on the play, actually, and the fair catch will be down there, and that's where Dallas will start its first possession at the 29-yard line.
Keys to victories for the Dallas Defenders by head coach Jeff Price. Control and protect the football, play our game, and positivity and support to each other.
By rule, the ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
After the kick, the ball placed at the 40-yard line, and that's where Dallas will start on offense. We'll get you those starting lineups right after this first play for the Dallas Defenders. Van Hoosier is the quarterback. That's Dale Van Hoosier in the backfield. Number 13. First play from scrimmage now for Dallas. Looking to throw on first down and going long, has a receiver out there, almost pulls it in. Terrific effort from TJ Bledsoe, just couldn't quite reach it. And we'll give you those starting lineups now for Dallas. The rest of the starters, it's Adam Delkin at wide receiver, Jeremy Lewis also a wide receiver, Grant Kuntz on the offensive line at left tackle, Jonathan Sherman the left guard, Jeremy Francis right guard, Cage Hendricks at right tackle, Zachary Beauchamp is the center, Derek Rogers tight end, and TJ Bledsoe, you just saw there, almost pulled that in with Ashley Weiss in the backfield along with Dale Van Hoosier. Those are the offensive starters for Dallas. 2nd down and 10 now from the 40-yard line. There's a big opening up front and up the middle and a great run for a first down. That's Weiss with the ball, and he carries all the way into Orange County territory.
That's a great saving tackle by number 9, Aaron Owens.
Huge
holding
carry on that 2nd down play. That sets up first down at the 38-yard line, and right after this, we'll give you the Orange County defense, or their defensive starters, after this first down play. First down from the 38-yard line. And Hoosier taking his time, looking over the defense. Looks like they might be bringing some pressure. And they do. Hand off to Weiss, and Weiss has close to another first down yardage. Very close, 9 yards on that carry. Now we got the Orange County defense, Orange County Lawman on defense. It's Demetric Chambers at a cornerback position, Brandon Mundy at the defensive end, Oris Webster, a defensive tackle with Brian Roth, and Ruben Munoz, the other defensive end. Aaron Owens is a linebacker with Grant Meyer and William Smith in the 4-3 defense. Kyle Paris is at strong safety, Jake Urena at free safety, and Tyler Shaw is the other cornerback. Second down and 2, good offensive possession so far now for Dallas.
2 good runs by Dallas defenders, getting the ball through the hole right there. Big chunks of yardage.
Second and 2 from the 30-yard line. Pitch play this time. It's number 18 for Dallas and carries it outside. I believe that might have been 19, Alex Harris. Alex Harris, number 19, not quite getting to the first down marker. It'll be a 3rd and 1.
Well played by Kyle Paris out there to not let him get outside.
So a big 3rd down and 1 on this first possession coming up. Harris with that last carry. Number 44 also in the backfield, Derek Rogers now. Steps back from his tight end position.
Could try to draw him off sides maybe.
3rd and exactly 1 yard to get this first down. Early on in the first quarter. Handoff, Weiss cuts back and gets first down yardage down to the 25-yard line. First down there for Dallas. They keep the drive going.
Miguel Guerra, first hitter on that play with a host of other players from Orange County Lawmen. They're just kind of marching down the field, Kerry, right here, you know.
Well, I like the way Weiss cut back on that play to get the first down, found the opening to the left side. Ball's at the 26 now, 1st and 10. 3 slot receivers, and they're looking deep this time.
Open.
Trying to find a receiver in the end zone, and it's dropped. Oh my gosh. It was Jeremy Lewis who got behind the defenders but could not bring in the pass.
You'll see on that play, Demetric Chambers right here, you know, he covers him pretty well, but he stops him. The ball goes right over his head, and it goes right into the Dallas defender's, you know, arms, and he drops it. I think that just that kind of hand going in the air kind of messed up his concentration.
Well, they went for the deep shot on first down. See if they go back to the running game on second down. Had a chance for the touchdown there on this first possession, but they'll go back to a 2nd down and 10 now. 2 receivers to the left of the quarterback and a slot receiver as well. Hand off to Weiss. Gets some good blocking up front and twists and makes people miss. Weiss still has it. Gets to the outside. Weiss could go. Gets a block and gets into the end zone. Excuse me. No, that's Casey Hall. Casey Hall, number 2 for the touchdown. And Dallas gets on the board with just under 12 minutes to go.
That is a great, great run. I mean, he broke the original first hit, got caught up a little bit on the second, and kept going, and then just, you know, raced out to the outside. I mean, you know, and as I see this, you know, first game for the Lawmen, you know, they got a guy down. It looks like, no, he's not down. He's just, I think he's a little tired or something. Maybe not tired. Just something wrong with his helmet.
That may have actually been Weiss, Sam, who got in the end zone. It looks like 2 and 7, very close to the same numbers there. So the touchdown run from 26 yards out gives Dallas the lead, 6-0, pending the extra point.
What I was mentioning earlier was, you know, when you first play your first game, number 1, covering receivers in a game compared to practice, number 1, and number 2, tackling. Being able to tackle good, you know, that I think, you know, you'll see this in the beginning, that it's going to be a little bit tough for the Lawmen to kind of get their legs under them and be able to play a little bit better efficiently defensive-wise.
Brett Petticord kicks the extra point, and from the Dallas Fire Department, it's 7-0 in favor of Dallas.
Cornell. Dallas defender 7.
And the Orange County keys to victory, we'll go to that with Coach Clark Smith. Got a chance to chat with him right before the ball game. And he says this is our championship game. We have unfinished business with Dallas, having lost in 2 games by them by 1 score or less. He says that they need to get to them on third down, sound tackling and good balance and run pass game. And we saw the tackling just there, not able to bring down the ball carrier for the touchdown run, plus some good downfield blocking.
It's just a great run all the way. You know, they had a good hole in the beginning, and then he was able to find that, break a few tackles, and then he's in. And it's interesting right now with the kickoff. You know, we're like in NFL rules right here. You know, where they're kicking it over and they can call fair catch, but the ball's got to bounce in between past the 20-yard line.
Does have to get far enough up the field. This kick will definitely do that and go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well done by Petticord, who added the extra point. And that's where Orange County will take over for their offensive possession. We'll get to their starting lineup here after their first play. It's Spencer Ned who will be the quarterback, one of our spotlighted players.
Ball will be put on the 30.
Ned with the Orange County Sheriff's Department leads their offense for the Lawmen out on the field for the first time. And they set up at the 30-yard line after the kickoff went into the end zone. 1st and 10 for Orange County at the 30. It's Kyle Paris back there as a running back next to Ned. Pass a little bit too high for the intended receiver and goes incomplete. And here comes the offense for Orange County. The starters are Jake Urena, a wide receiver. Brian Roth is a left tackle. Grant Meyer, also left guard. Sergio Amendarez is the center. Miguel Guerra, the right guard. Andrew Lettingham is the right tackle. Spencer Ned, we told you, is the quarterback, with Alex Young, one of the running backs, with Kyle Paris. Brandon Monday at tight end, and Angel Munoz, a wide receiver. 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Still at the 30-yard line. Two running backs in the backfield now. They hand it off to Dimitri Chambers back there, number 0. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good defense by Dallas.
Good tackle by number 43 right there, Derek Weeks, defensive end.
Yeah, Weeks, one of those defensive ends, and we'll get through their full starting defensive lineup here after this next play. 11:30 to go in this first quarter. 7-0 Dallas. They took the ball all the way down the field for their first score, and Orange County trying to answer, but this is a critical 3rd and 10 now. 10 yards to keep this drive going.
Keep an eye on the pass right here. It's pretty windy. See what they do, how if they're able to get a completion here.
Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete, flag down on the play. Looks like the intended receiver got interfered with. Perhaps that's Brandon Monday out there trying to haul it in. The flags were thrown right at the 35-yard line.
Speaking of Brandon Monday, I mean, he's the vice president of the team. He's also a player. He's playing both ways right now, defensive end and tight end. And, loves to play the game, loves being out with his guys here.
Holding is the call, and that gives the Orange County offense an automatic 1st down. Out at the 40-yard line. They mark off the penalty, and it's a 1st and 10 now. After the penalty for Orange County, they get a new set of downs. Spencer Ned, the quarterback. Long count, tries to get the defense to jump off, but they get back in time. Now looks like they might be changing the play. Ned running for his life and tackled in the backfield. Sacked for a loss.
Big play.
Number 98 for Dallas makes the play. George Pongo. And here's the rest of the Dallas defense. That's Pongo making the big stop there. He's the defensive tackle, along with Derek Weeks on the defensive line. Eric McKinney is the defensive tackle, and Zach Anderson at defensive end. At the cornerback position, Jordan Narcisse with Tevin Richard. George Baltimore, one of the linebackers, Zach Ned playing linebacker, and O'Shea White, with Joshua Arrington and Keenan Blair in the defensive backfield. So after that loss of 6, Sam, it's going to be 2nd and 16 now.
Got a lot to make up here.
Try to maybe get a short gain to make it a little bit more of a manageable 3rd down. Let's see what they do on 2nd and 16. 3 receivers to the right side of the quarterback. Looking downfield, the throw, knocked down.
Nice
Outstanding defense from number 0, Joshua Arrington.
Nice play. Really nice play.
Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd and 16 now for Orange County.
You know, with watching, their first drive, for the offense for Orange County and seeing them on defense right there, you can see that they're just not all the way there yet. And if they can get to that place early enough, then, they're going to be a lot more successful and we'll have a better game here.
Third and 16, big play for the offense, and Dallas looking to get the ball back. As we move close to the 10-minute mark in this first quarter, the wind kind of whipping out there could be affecting some of the passes, and maybe affected that last one a little bit, stayed in the air a little bit long. Just enough time for Dallas. Here's the drop back pass, long time to look over the field, gets the reception inside just past the 40-yard line, a little short of the first down marker. They'll be 4th and 9, but they do pick up about half of the yardage needed, and that pass was out to Brandon Monday.
Tackled by Zach Ned, number 40, linebacker for Dallas Defenders.
So we'll see if Coach Clark Smith leads the offense back out on the field with a 4th and 9.
I would think they got to punt it here. You can't get caught. They'll be backed up really.
Does look like a punting formation. The offensive lineman running off the field.
Well, I think you have how many guys you have. It looks like they need maybe one more guy. Okay, good.
Now they've got 11 out there.
Now they do.
4th down and 9, back to punt, Orange County.
Good snap.
And that is Spencer Ned, the quarterback, punts it, backs up. Favorable bounce for Dallas out to the 34-yard line. That's where they'll set up on offense after the punt.
Smart play by Alex Young, making sure the ball doesn't give Dallas Defenders any more yardage.
Was down at the 35-yard line.
Let me tell you about one of the important sponsors for the league. It's Gary Sinise Foundation, serving the nation by honoring veterans, first responders, their families, and those in need. The Gary Sinise Foundation creates and supports unique programs designed to entertain, educate, inspire, strengthen, and build communities. While we can never do enough for our nation's heroes, we can always do a little more. The Gary Sinise Foundation, one of the key sponsors for this league and this game. First down for Dallas at the 35-yard line. 2nd possession for them. They took it all the way in for a touchdown on their first possession.
Same play. Oh, he's just almost out of the backfield. That's a good job by the defense.
Carrying tacklers forward. Strong running. That looks like, was that Weish again, I believe, with the carry? No. Maybe it was Mata. It's a little tricky finding these uniform numbers because some of them are difficult to read. It was a gain of 5 either way for Dallas for 2nd and 5.
Grant Meyer made the tackle, but, number 1, Oris Webster, he almost got him in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss.
After the first down gain, 2nd and 5 now. Try to get those numbers right for the backfield, the running backs. Wind really whipping up here where we are. Another long throw downfield and a receiver wide open. We'll take it all the way for the touchdown. 60-yard touchdown to number 11, Brett Heima. Brett Heima hauls it in from Dale Van Hooser, and it's another touchdown for Dallas. They take a 13-0 lead. Great speed that time by the wide receiver.
Like I said, you could see the little bit of the difference on their coverage. It's a little bit tougher right now with full speed first game for the defenders right here. And they're just trying to stay with their with their guys, and they're there. They're just a little bit late to it, and that will get better for them as they go through the season.
60-yard touchdown pass and catch for Dallas. And now to add on the extra point, Brett Petticord. Kick is up, kick is good. It's 14-0 in favor of Dallas with 7:53 to go in the opening quarter.
As we thank all who have served, we also renew our commitment to those who need us most. Together, we can ensure that our severely wounded veterans have homes where their service is honored each and every day. To all our veterans, we salute you, we thank you, and we stand with you, always.
You think you've got what it takes to be a part of the best team in Los Angeles?
It takes dedication, courage, and perseverance.
Every drop of sweat and moment of sacrifice will push you forward, not just as an individual, but as a team.
Make today the day you show the world what you're capable of.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Visit LASD.org and take the first step in becoming a deputy sheriff.
If not you, then who?
After the touchdown made it 14-0, Dallas kicking off to Orange County, now trailing by 2 scores, and this one backs up and will be returned from the 5-yard line. That is Alex Young with it, and he gets taken down right there at the 18-yard line. Great coverage by Dallas.
Dallas defender
Number 3, George Baltimore.
number 3, Greg Baltimore.
Baltimore made the play and good coverage.
Possession of the football.
And now Orange County facing a 2-touchdown deficit, really needing to get something going here in this first quarter.
All Orange County's got to do is just do some things that work. Just try to establish some kind of rhythm. That's all they really need. Just get a rhythm going.
First and 10, back to pass again. Scrambling and getting positive yards that time. That's Spencer Ned. Orange County Sheriff's Department quarterback gets 2 yards on first down and avoids the negative play.
Yep.
2.5 on the play. Bringing up
Second down and 8 now for Orange County. And, you know, I think, Sam, possibly that wind that's coming across the field could be affecting some of those passes that, especially anything downfield, 20, 25 yards, you really got to put it on the numbers or that wind's going to affect it.
You got to put some mustard on the ball to get it to its place, you know, and, you know, that has to make a receiver has to be able to adjust to that too.
You saw Kyle Paris in the backfield now with Alex Young. Ned with a long snap count, trying to get the defense off balance. Hands off,
cut.
And a great run up the middle, breaking tackles, and that is Kyle Paris for a first down. Much needed first down yardage for Orange County out to the 36-yard line. Well done.
Nice run by them. Keenan Blair for the defenders, number 10, made the play and stopped him from getting other yardage. It was a nice tackle, but a really nice run. A nice hole and a great cut by the running back.
Kyle Perry's agency is Homeland Security. He gets the first down yardage to the 36. Orange County really just needed to put together a consistent drive here. Don't want to get too much separation early in the ball game.
Yeah, just keep a rhythm, keep some of the do things that are working, even if you have to go back to the same play and maybe run it to the other side.
We'll see what they come up with on first down. Hands off to Paris this time, and Ned out front trying to get a block for him. Paris gets the corner, and Paris has another first down, dragging tacklers all the way into Dallas territory at the 48-yard line.
That's an excellent job of beating the first tackle. He was able to get outside that first tackle, and then he had the edge. It's a nice blocking by the quarterback out on the play. I mean, that's what you need, right? This is exactly what they need. They need a rhythm to just get moving and going and just doing it, and that's going to put, that's going to open up your offense to do other things. So it's good to see them fighting.
I'd like to see that quarterback spin out there and make a block for his running back. That was a great play by Spencer Ned. His brother Zachary Ned is playing on the other side for the other team, Dallas. But that's a first down now, and put it at the 47-yard line. Orange County on the move inside Dallas territory. Here's a handoff the opposite way, nowhere to go. Well defended that time. Alex Young nowhere to go, just loses a yard on first down. Dallas defense was ready for that one, Sam.
Well, I'm just looking at Orange County. I'm looking at number 22 for Orange County Lawmen, Kyle Paris. He's going both ways. After a couple runs, he needs a break. So they're all kind of going, we got to get him back in there, but you need him for the whole game.
We're talking about Spencer Ned facing his brother. That's Zachary Ned, number 40. So every single snap, Spencer's looking right into the eyes of his brother, who's playing middle linebacker.
I was wondering if that was his brother.
Second down and 12 now. Back at the 49-yard line. They lost 2 on that play. There's another handoff.
Nice cut. Good job.
And a nice
First
move.
Down. Nope, not maybe short.
And to number 0.
That's Demetric Chambers taking the handoff. Close to a first down, so they made it a manageable 3rd and 2 after that run by Chambers.
Gain of about 9 on the play.
This will definitely be 4-down territory for them, 100%.
Trailing by 14 in the first quarter, and inside the 40-yard line, you got to figure they will take 4 downs to keep the drive going from 3rd and 2. You need 2 downs to get 2 yards.
They got a nice little rhythm going. Just keep it up. And it seems like on the ground is where they've been successful.
Using some misdirection too. Got running backs cutting back and going the opposite direction, trying to find some breaks in that Dallas defense. It's 3rd and 2.
Like a wishbone formation.
And a quarterback sneak by Ned trying to get 2 yards. Getting helped by his offensive lineman, and he's definitely got the first down. And Dallas tries to take the ball away. Of course, that's Ned taking it away from his brother. Zach Ned said, "I'm taking it away from you, bro."
Yeah.
But they said the whistle the play down is first down for Orange County. They get it down to the 35-yard line. I imagine those two have gone at it pretty much their entire lives.
I'll bet they've talked every night before this game.
Zach Ned with the Dallas Police Department getting a chance to play against his brother with the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Spencer with the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Zach with the Dallas Police Department. First down at the 35 now. Orange County keeps the drive going after that quarterback sneak by Spencer Ned. Kyle Paris, the lone running back, takes the handoff. Paris gets good yardage. Great blocking up front. And close to another first down. I believe he has it at the 25.
Another great run by him.
Give credit to that offensive line now for Orange County. They're creating some holes for the running backs, and Paris hit it just in time.
Just keep doing what's working. Just keep doing what you're working in. They have established a nice rhythm here.
Yeah, Brian Roth and Grant Meyer on that left side, along with Sergio Armendariz, creating some nice space for the running backs. First down now for Orange County at the 25. Timeout called. Timeout called by Dallas.
I'll tell you, if Kyle Paris was if it wasn't playing both ways, they'd be giving the ball every time right now, because that is really working well. And overall they're running.
Giving a mortgage-free home to a catastrophically injured veteran. Do people understand what that means? A lot of these people living in situations that they can't get around, with their disability. Come on.
By the end of next year, we'll have paid off mortgages for over 2,000 of these great heroes. And also for fallen first responders that are catastrophically injured or died in the line of duty to leave young families behind. We're proud of that.
Tunnel to Towers has been caring for America's greatest heroes for more than 2 decades. And we ask you to join us on our mission to do good.
If you're interested in becoming a deputy sheriff trainee, let me walk you through the process. The first step to our process is to complete an application on our website. You will receive an email with instructions on how to take our written exam online. If you are successful in your written exam, you will move on to the next step, which is the physical agility test. If you're successful in your written examination and your physical agility test, you'll move on to the second phase, which consists of a polygraph examination, a medical, and a psych evaluation. The last phase will be a deputy chief's oral interview where you get the opportunity to possibly receive a conditional job offer. Hi sir, how you doing?
After the timeout, first down for Orange County at the 25-yard line. Nice looking drive as they try to cut into that 14-0 deficit. A minute and a half to go in this first quarter, and that time they got defensive contact. Spencer Nett, I believe, got the defense to jump offside.
They've shown that they've got a really good, proficiency with the count, So it's like, it looks like the center, they've been telling him probably, hey, when that guy comes across, move the ball, especially if he hits somebody.
It's a free 5 yards. That puts the ball close to the 20-yard line. It's a 1st and 5 after the offside penalty. Ned under center, hands off to Paris, looking for room, but tackled in the backfield and thrown back.
Good job.
That looks like Zach Ned. No, it's not Zach Ned. It's number 88 for Dallas, and that's Grant Kuntz, the defensive end who came in and made the play.
Nice play by Kuntz.
Grant Kuntz with the Texas Department of Public Safety. That's his agency, and he makes the stop for a loss of 2 yards on the play. So we go from 1st and 5 to 2nd and 7 now. Nobody in the backfield with Spencer Nett. He goes into the shotgun this time. It's Paris who sets up in the slot to the left. Jake Urena is the wide receiver down at the closer to our camera position on the 2nd and 7. Ned,
he's got him.
Looking to the left, trying to find, going back to the middle
nice
of the field.
Pass.
Pass just a little bit out of the reach and incomplete at the goal line.
Get up.
Chance for a touchdown, but didn't quite get it in the hands of Brandon Monday, who was open. They went for the shot to the end zone, but just a little bit out of reach.
Yeah, I mean, that was a nice throw. I think Brandon could have came under it a little bit, but it's also, we're not out there going for a pass where somebody's going to come hit me for sure when I'm going to catch the ball. But it was a good job. But, how can you not like Brandon Monday, Vice president of the team, player, defensive end, going both ways. All you need maybe next time is just catch a little ball, and that'd be good.
After the incompletion, 3rd down and 7. Paris is the running back next to Ned. Receivers to the left and the right of the quarterback. Ned keeps it this time, looking for 1st down yardage, gets positive yards just to the 20 though. And that will set up a 4th down and 5 now for Orange County.
Short gain on the play down to about the 20-yard line.
And the players getting into it a little bit. Oh, there's a late push. Both teams getting after it, and they haven't stopped just yet. Officials trying to keep them calm.
Still 4-down territory, regardless of what they do out there.
Officials talking with both sides, trying to get everybody to calm down a little bit. Might have been some extra, and now we got some players trying to cool heads. Nice sportsmanship there from Kyle Paris with Jarvis Haywood, trying to calm everybody down. Timeout called on the field. And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Captain Vish introduced me to the FDNY right here 21 years ago.
We outfitted him in John Plant's captain's outfit, put him on a truck with an axe, and they responded to an alarm. I remember that like it was yesterday.
And that night that I came here to the firehouse really began to galvanize a devotion and a commitment to serving our first responders that manifested itself into the creation of our first responder outreach program at the Gary Sinise Foundation.
More
good came out of 9/11 than evil. And a good is a guy like Gary Sinise.
So we're not looking for a specific body type. We're definitely not looking for a specific character trait. We're looking for the person that can articulate that they want the job, that they have a desire to be a career firefighter for us, and that they're going to be dedicated to the city of San Diego.
Motivates me to be a better firefighter and to be a better person serving the community of San Diego.
Starting the second quarter on a 4th down and 5 play for Orange County. The handoff and then
Great
the
play.
spin back
Get
the other way
outside.
by Demetric Chambers,
Now he's
trying to
gotta
get to the
upfield.
first down yardage. He
Oh,
does.
what a run.
Great run around the corner for Chambers, and it will be a first down for Orange County.
That is a great run by Chambers. He set it up and went to it and then just went downhill on the last 3 yards to get the first down. That's a great call. Great call by Clark Smith, the head coach of the Orange County Lawmen.
Used the misdirection, started right, spun back to the left, and made it to the corner. And Orange County really needed that first down to keep this drive going. It was 4th down. Now it's first down at the 13. Chance to cut this lead from 14 to nothing early in the second quarter. Best chance of the day for Orange County to get on the board. First down at the 13. Got the stacked receivers right there at the slot position. Spencer Ned hands it off to Chambers, and Chambers hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 0, Chambers. Tackle made by number 50 of the Dallas Defenders,
Carlos Galvin in there from the Dallas Police Department.
Galvin. Short gain of about 2 inches on the play. So we'll call it
Second down and 10 after no gain on that first down play. Chambers getting some reps here at the running back position. Got that key first down a moment ago.
Big series for for the Orange County Lawmen here. Big series.
They split Angel Munoz out to the right side. And you got Jung going in motion. Ned keeps it, cuts back, gets 3 yards up to the 10, and then he's pushed back from there, setting up a third down.
Great play by O'Shea White, number 45.
O'Shea White. Gain of about 3 on the play.
One of our sponsors is Globe Life Insurance. Globe Life Insurance provides accidental and supplemental health coverage for first responders for the times we least expect it. It's peace of mind coverage for on and off the job, including accidents and injuries, ICU stays, cancer, heart attacks, and strokes. Contact National Rep Paige Drain for your free quote from Globe Life Insurance. We appreciate their sponsorship of the NPSFL network. They're down in 10 for Orange County now. They're down from the 10. They're down in 8 to pick up the first down at the 2. They have to get to the 2-yard line to keep this going or go for a 4th down. There's Paris with the handoff, trying to get to the corner. Well defended by Dallas. They bring him down after a short gain. That sets up another 4th down.
Carried by number 22,
That's a good run to get it to that spot right there, because from 5 and in, you have a little bit of an offense, and you can call something differently. So they're right there, like on the 6th, 7th. So they have more options now with the ball being here.
Yeah, right at 5 yards to pick up a first down. They need to get to the 2.
And about 5.
Just inside the 2 to get the first down. Another key 4th down, the second one we've had here on this drive. Clock is moving at 11.5 to go in the first half. Orange County trailing by 14, big 4th down. And they got everybody in the backfield. Let's see what they come up with on this 4th down play.
It's going to be a boot.
Long snap count, hoping someone will jump. Hand it off to Paris, trying to get 5 yards. He's stacked up, will not get the first down.
Nice job by Dallas.
Dallas's
Excellent
defense
job.
holds at the 5-yard line and turns away Orange County.
He was stopped by just about the entire Dallas.
That's Carlos Galvin in there in the middle with some help. And that turns it back over to Dallas at their own 5.
It's a really good job by the defenders there. Now it's going to flip back to the Orange County Lawmen being down 14-0. You know, they're going to have to hold them back down there so they don't have such a long field to go on the last one. That last, series for the Lawmen, I mean, that was a long time holding on the ball.
Had the ball a long time, took it all the way down to the 5, but couldn't quite punch it in. Well, it looked like they were just trying to outnumber them on offense that time. More blockers than tacklers, but Dallas did a great job of stacking that one up right up the middle.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Excellent job.
They take over at their own 5-yard line. Dale Van Hooser standing right at the goal line to take the snap. Hands it off.
Good job on the first
defense
hit.
that time by Orange County. No gain on the play. First one there's number 47, and that's Grant Meyer. Grant Meyer with the Orange County Sheriff's Department.
I'll tell you, the number 75, Andrew Leadingham, he was the guy that hit him first and stopped the charge, and then Meyer came back in and finished it off and put him back. It's a nice job. No gain.
Leadingham working together with Meyer makes the tackle for no gain, and the ball right outside the 5-yard line, make it a 2nd and 10 for Dallas, trying to get out of the shadow of their own end zone with just over 10 minutes to go in this first half. They have had the consistent offense, scoring twice and holding that 14-0 lead. There's a pass.
Nice
knocked
job.
down.
Excellent
Good
job
defense that time by William Smith from the OC Lawmen.
Great job. Great job. I mean, it's hard to demand a lot of stuff right now when you have, on your sideline you only have 7 guys, right? So think about how many guys are going both ways here, because there's not much pass rush at all from the Orange County Lawmen. And that might be because they're all playing offensive line and they're tired.
For Orange County, if they can hold here and force Dallas to punt from their end zone, they get the ball back. You'd expect in pretty good field position, so an important 3rd down for both teams, with Orange County trying to get the ball back.
This would be a great time for Orange County to really get some kind of pass rush to put some pressure. Don't let them just sit back there. And it's too hard on the defensive backs.
All the defensive linemen in a standing stance, and Hoosier sends it out, trying to get the first down yardage, and they do. Well-designed play for the first down, and that is number 2, Casey Hall, with the reception and the first down.
It's a nice play by Dallas.
Well designed to get the ball just outside, and he makes some nice moves to get just enough for the first down out to the 17.
Yeah, they kind of ran like a tunnel screen where the offensive line goes out there and erases it. He goes up and cuts back inside and gets the first down.
Got some good blocking in front of him for Hall. And it's a first down for Dallas. Just under 9 minutes to go now, and they're looking for a ball control drive to finish out the second half, or first half, I should say, the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 17. Handoff and positive yards, 3 yards out to close to the 20. Sets up a 2nd and 7.
That was a nice play by number 53, Sergio Almendares, getting upfield and getting like an ankle tackle on the running back right there, and kept it from going like.
Armendaris, number 53 on defense.
It's a really important drive for the Lawmen here, to be able to kind of keep them down, because they have played well as far as like from how they started to right now. They have really picked up their game. It's great to see.
2nd and 7 from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw this time and has a receiver and first down and more. Breaking tackles out to the 37-yard line. Another well-designed pass play.
Yeah, patient. He just waits, and see who's taking off. It's like a two-run read.
That's T.J. Bledsoe with the Fort Worth Police Department with that reception and first down yardage out to the 37. Once again, getting the ball out of his hands quickly and giving his receiver a chance to, make some plays in open space.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like a walk route. So the guy, what the receiver does, just waits right there, and then if the defensive backs bail and they go out, they throw it to him, and nobody's there to make the play.
First and 10 at the 37. Clock down to 7 minutes to go in this second quarter. Dallas leading at 14-0. Another handoff, bouncing off of blockers and tacklers and gaining close to 5 yards.
Handoff to number 7.
That's Weish with the handoff.
First. By number 4, Will Step.
If they can just keep it up here, if the Lawmen can kind of keep it up here and, just keep playing like solid defense like they've been playing compared to earlier, that's going to be really good from them. Even though they're down 14, it'll show that they can play, and it'll be a good break for them to be, rest some of their guys here in the second half.
One of the things Dallas has a little bit of an advantage on Orange County, Sam, is they have a few more players to rotate in. They've done a nice job of this first half, especially at the running back position, getting fresh players off the bench to come in and take the ball. Second down and 6 after that first down play, and that's an example here as number 18. It's Alex Harris out there in the backfield now, number 19. Pass down the middle and complete in between defenders. What a terrific throw and catch for a first down right at midfield. That was a strike that time for a first down out to number 44. And that's Derek Rogers with the first down. What a nice throw in between defenders.
That's a nice play because they have the challenge. If the tight end going up the field right there is not open, they throw it to the running back out there.
Derek Rogers with the Euless Police Department. It's another first down just inside Orange County territory. We'll say it's at the 49-yard line. 5:20 on a running clock. Dallas controlling the ball in this first half, doing a terrific job of keeping these drives going. Van Hoosier throws this time.
Play.
Met right after the catch.
Excellent job by Tyler Shaw. He read that good, and now he needs to come out for a minute.
Shaw makes the tackle, but comes up a little bit gimpy and limps off. But that was a great defensive stop on the pass play and a loss of 1.
Great job.
Excellent. Shaw, number 2 of the Orange County Lawmen. Loss of about a yard on the play.
We haven't mentioned it enough in this first half, Sam, that all these players are playing on their own time, their own dime. They raise money not only for their own expenses, but also for the league and the charities that the league supports. So just keep that in mind if you have a chance to support some of what these players are doing. It's a great cause, and they are really doing some terrific things for communities.
Absolutely.
Ball right at midfield, and that is number 19, Alex Harris with the rush all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Ball carried by number 19.
It's a nice run, but you had a few missed tackles right there. I mean, that's bound to happen. They've been playing pretty solid. But just, that the Orange County Lawmen want to get off the field there so they've been out there for a while, and you don't have too many guys to substitute. So they just got to keep battling. It takes like these guys, what they do is playing this game and working full time as first responders. It takes a lot of grind what they're doing right now.
Well, that's one of the features really about Division II is really the number of available players. That's one of the reasons why we have a Division II. As in Orange County, they have about 20 players available for today's game, dressed out and ready to go. It's a 3rd and short at the 40. Should look like they had the first down, but it's 3rd down and 1. Ball mishandled in the backfield, but they get around the corner and get the first down anyway. And that's first down yardage for Dallas. Another flag comes out at the end of that play. Definitely some tempers flaring between these two teams. These two teams, rivals, know each other. They've played over multiple seasons in some close games, and you can see some of the frustration coming out on both sides there.
I couldn't see what it was, you know, but that doesn't matter, you know. Still, I mean, obviously the referees are down there, you know. For the Lawmen, you hope that they takes the defenders back, you know what I mean? But you never know. But, I mean, even though, you know, I mean, these are still grown men playing their butts off and don't want to, you know, have anything cheap come onto them. So, you know, they don't want to get hurt out there doing some kind of like, you know, when they're not in the middle of the game. But again, like you were mentioning earlier, what these guys do, you know, I mean, you know, these teams, they play for their fallen officers, you know, their you know, people that have lost people in the fire departments, fellow, like I said, officers from the departments, you know, and their core values are just, you know, they are try to spread, you know, things they do with integrity and discipline and commitment and showing kids like leadership skills. It's, to me, it's just really impressive. I've really learned to have an appreciation for what these guys do. They get to both teams practice once a week, 2 hours, and that's it. I mean, a high school team's going to practice 4 to 5 times.
And there's all levels of football experience on the field. You've got some of these players played into Division I football. Some of them played high school football. There are even some players that really actually never played organized football, probably always wanted to, but they have some connection to one of the agencies that they represent. And I learned this too earlier today, Sam, that these players are either currently active with their agencies that we're describing to you, or within 5 years of their retirement. They get 5 years after they retire to continue to play, and then the league says, okay, you have to shut it down.
So they can be retired
and still playing for 5 more years. So we're
beautiful.
either seeing players here today who are currently active in their agencies, or they have retired within 5 years they're within 5 years of their retirement.
It almost sounds like college football these days, where they're able to keep playing right now.
Well, that's what it's about, is playing for the love of the game, and certainly our sponsors help keep that alive. And you know, if you're someone who can help out and sponsor any of these teams of the NPSFL network, we welcome you to do that. Andy Singleton, Director of Marketing, can set you up, and we'd be happy to help you make that connection. So after all of that, the flag went down. They ended up with a first down for Dallas at the 50, and we don't have time to try to explain all that just happened. So it's first down and 10 from the 50. That's all we really need to know. There's a fake handoff and looking deep. The ball's hanging in the air a long time and almost caught. Two of the Orange County defenders ran into each other.
Yeah.
And it almost got pulled in by Dallas. That was Orange County's Tyler Shaw back there with Kyle Paris. And almost an incredible reception by TJ Bledsoe. He almost pulled it in.
I mean, when you have a play like that, what that shows is one of those guys missed that guy, and one of them was just like, we used to call it like, oh, Lord. And you just got to just fly to that area, and that's what they did. You know, if they would have been a little different timing, it would have been an interception.
And what happened was Kyle Paris was really the one that was trying to haul in the interception, but he got contacted by his own player, and it goes into complete. So 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line, right at midfield. Just under 3 minutes to go now. That's Harris with the run up to the 48-yard line. He gets 2. This Dallas offense has done a terrific job, Sam, of holding on to the ball and running clock and keeping possessions, just keeping the ball away from Orange County.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I'm impressed too with what the Orange County Lawmen have been able to do here with very few backups, you know, or guys able to play on, you know, both sides of the ball. I mean, you have a lot of guys going both ways here. Obviously, they're shuffling guys in, shuffle out. Everybody's got to hold up, you know, everybody's got to dig. Everybody's got to bring a shovel here to this game for sure for the Orange County Lawmen.
So here's one of those third downs that head coach Clark Smith of Orange County said were so key to this game. Getting to this Dallas offense on 3rd down, now in 3rd down and 7.
Got to get off the field.
There's a fake handoff. The throw intercepted by the Orange County pulls it in. Let's see who got the interception. Made a nice break on the ball, and that gets it back to Orange County. Number 7 for Orange
Jake
County
Urena.
is Jake Urena, going both ways today. He has the turnover, and that's a huge play for Orange County. They may have a chance to score now before the end of this first half. They have it at the 47-yard line.
It's amazing if you just keep going and keep pushing and keep grinding like these guys know how to do because of what they are able to do as far as playing for this game with a full-time job, with everything that they do. It's every one of these guys impressive.
There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break and
2 minutes.
We'll stay right here now. Okay, we'll stay right here at 2-minute mark, 1:59 to go in the second quarter. And now Orange County with the ball back, a chance to, would be a huge boost for them if they could score before the end of this first half after that turnover and the interception by Urena.
Even though they're down 14-0 right there, that interception right there, after the way they've been playing those last 3 downs, you know, I mean, maybe the last 4 or 5 downs, the way they've been playing, it creates a huge momentum swing. They got the wind a little bit with it, not like it's blowing down that way, but they have a little bit of a crosswind that could get them at least, you know, out there because this is going to be very interesting how the defenders, what they call here and what they do.
Well, Urena made the interception, and he is also playing wide receiver today, so he may be one of those deep threats along with Angel Munoz, the 2 receivers, and see if they can get the ball downfield. They have 2 minutes to work with, 1:59 to go, as one of the players for Orange County is leaving the field. And now we're just wrapping up the timeout. Actually, they got the 11 players they want on offense now. And it's first down for Orange County. The Lawmen have it at their own 47-yard line, trailing by 14.
Let's cheer them on into the end zone.
Munoz is the farthest split out to the right of the quarterback. Spencer Ned with Alex Young in motion. Young takes the handoff.
Nice.
Gets hit hard right at midfield.
Great play.
Coming up to make that big hit.
Alex Young.
I think that's
Taken down by number 15.
They're saying Tevin Richard came up to make that play.
great play. Great fill and tackle. Excellent job.
Young did get 3 yards to midfield. The clock continues to run, though. Kind of got to get things going a little bit quicker here with a minute and a half to go.
Yeah. This is where the things are hard when you know, it's your first game back and you're trying to get it right, and you know, you want to be able to, capture the clock a little bit better here, but they're doing it. They're doing their best. They're going to try to get something right. He might take off.
There's a pass downfield and intercepted. That pass
Make the tackle.
Taken in by
Make the tackle.
Brett Heima.
Get him down.
And Brett,
good. 1 minute left, Coach.
Brett Heima brings it all the way back to basically where Orange County initially got the interception themselves. So another turnover gives it back to Dallas with just under 1 minute to go.
There was really nowhere to throw at that time, you know. Dallas had done a great job of just kind of keeping everybody in front of them and everything. There was really no place to throw. Somebody would have to come back to it. That's a spot where only the best thing you can maybe do as a quarterback just takes it and just tucks it under and gets what he can get.
Not only did Heima make the interception, brought it back a good 15 yards. They set up at the 47-yard line with 58 seconds left. Heima with the Collin County Sheriff's Office. First down and 10 for Dallas, and will Dallas really try to go 47 yards for a score here, or will they be a little conservative with a 2-touchdown lead? We'll see. A stacked 3 receivers in a slot position to the right of the quarterback. Looking to throw and going deep. As a man inside the 30, it's caught, and out of bounds is TJ Bledsoe. Beautiful pattern to get the ball all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Great scheme. One guy clears it out, one guy comes in behind. And it's hard to see that, if you haven't seen that route.
Bledsoe with the Fort Worth Police Department makes that play and smartly gets out of bounds, stops the clock. They're at the 22-yard line.
Again, you see the time that he has to throw. It's able to have those routes, mature and so it's, if they can get it, but it's hard to get somebody to go sack the quarterback when he's tired, you know, and they can push, but that's it. But they just got to keep him out of the end zone for the Lawmen. I think that's the biggest thing. And obviously for Dallas, they want to just get in and go up 21 points.
Weiss is the running back next to Van Hooser. Looking to throw again.
Similar route. They're going to throw
Van
it to the tight
Hooser
end.
in trouble and just throws it.
Good job by the quarterback.
Did not get to the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they say incomplete pass or not. The officials are talking it over. If that ball goes over the line of scrimmage, I believe he gets credit for an incomplete pass, but that one's a little short, I think.
Yeah, he was just trying to get rid of it as fast as he could, that's for sure.
So if there's no receiver there, Sam, and he's outside the tackles, you need to have a receiver.
I think it's within 5.
Or you need to get it over the line of scrimmage, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, penalty flag came out. The ball did not get past the line of scrimmage.
That's an intentional grounding.
Good for the Lawmen.
Yep. Intentional grounding called.
So that's loss of down.
Loss of down, backs up Dallas, and also took some time off the clock. We're down to 46 seconds to go here in this first half. Yeah, potential grounding penalties, very huge penalties because they back you up, lose a down.
In this spot in the game, yeah. At this type of the game with 46 seconds left and being on the, what are they on the?
Orange County
30-yard line?
calls timeout, Sam, and takes timeout with 46 seconds left in this first half. And I would imagine that every timeout's going to be used today. It's a very warm day here in Orange, California. Temperatures up over 80 degrees. Probably not that surprising for the Dallas team. They're used to warm weather this time of year. But definitely a warm day for both of these teams to be playing this time of year.
I think more than anything, as far as it not being so hot, it's just really, really dry. You know, so it's really dry. So it zaps you in a different way. The wind just kind of gets you and it's dry. But again, I mentioned it, and not trying to make excuse for anything because, you know, the Orange County Lawmen, you know, they knew before the game that they were only going to have like 16, maybe 17 players for this game. You know, they knew they were going to have probably like 6, 7 guys, you know, playing both ways. You know, so you got to accept what it is and play.
Well, so far, Dallas head coach Jeff Price is calling a terrific game. You know, he played quarterback and coached for 10 years with the DFW Panthers of this NPSFL league. And he also got inducted to the inaugural class of the NPSFL Hall of Fame back in 2024. And he currently serves as the president of the league. So we've got the president of the league, Jeff Price, here, in addition to being the head coach of Dallas, representing the league as president this year.
Yeah, he's a good local Dallas kid, you know, that grew up in Richardson, Texas there. And what did he say? I think he said he first started with the Dallas PD when he was 19, 20 years old, actually.
Another one of those guys that maybe hadn't been forced into retiring from football would still be out there. Had a long, long run here with the NPSFL. So we're at 46 seconds to go. Still working through the penalty against Dallas, that last play.
You know, Coach Price is really, you know, big on what, you know, the whole camaraderie of this whole thing and being a part of a team and all the, their 501c3s that they have, you know, that they do with their nonprofit stuff. It's just really a big, big deal, and he's extremely involved with it.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. Not only are these players playing football after, you know, their either high school or college careers, they're having to support their efforts to do it, as well as supporting the charities the league supports. So now we're back to action at the 35-yard line. Weiss takes the handoff and goes around the corner, and good tackle down at the feet by number two. That's Tyler Shaw. Another timeout to preserve time by Orange County. 26 seconds left.
Did Orange County call that one, or did Dallas?
Maybe it was Dallas. They called that. So the time got stopped at 26 to go in the first half. Third down play coming up.
It's hard to figure. I mean, do you know how many more times? There's got to be maybe one each or one only left.
They may have each team may have used its allotment of timeouts by now.
Now, is it third down or is it fourth down?
This will be up a third down. They, after all of that intentional grounding and everything that happened there, they ended up with a first down. And in the last 2 plays, it sets up this third and about 7 to go.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're going to probably do some kind of 4-down territory too. You know, they're not going to kick from here.
This would be a very difficult day to kick a long field goal for sure. That wind is really whipping across the field, probably gusting up to 20 miles an hour or so.
This is hard for a good kicker, like a good college, kicker, either whether he's in defensive D1 or D1AA or whatever like that. A pro kicker would know how to kick this one, so it might be a little different. But, I mean, 32, 42, a 49-yarder from, right here with this wind, you got to be pretty good.
Let's see if they can split the difference on from the 32-yard line to try to maybe get half of this yardage and have a chance to maybe get the ball in the end zone. But 32 yards out on a 3rd and 7. Orange County really not pressuring at all. Long pass down the middle of the field. We got a receiver down there. Intercepted. Great close on the ball by Orange County. And that's Tyler Shaw again making a great play and really preventing a touchdown.
Tyler Shaw does a great job last play of making the tackle, and then now he gets a pick right here.
Tyler Shaw shuts down the Dallas offense when it looked like there was a receiver open, but he closed and got the interception, and that stops the Dallas offense from scoring again with 18 seconds to go in this first half. Orange County takes back over the ball back at their 20-yard line. Tyler Shaw has had a terrific first half in this game.
And we don't know if the wind really kind of affected that, but it sure kind of kept the ball up in the air a little bit longer than that quarterback wanted it, because he had his receiver, and you let Shaw kind of make up a little time and catching that ball. He could have just knocked it down right there, and then they would have the ball up here, but it's almost the same 6 and 1/2 dozen thing.
Definitely was a long throw to try to get it all the way into the end zone, and Shaw made up the difference. So Orange County has it. Not a lot of time to work with, but 3 receivers to the right of the quarterback.
There's not much you can get going right here.
Flags came out. It looked like one of the offensive linemen was a little bit too soon.
Right tackle. Right tackle.
Be a false start on the offense. That will cost the Lawmen 5 yards.
5-yard penalty brings it back to the 15.
Big number 75, Andrew Leadingham. We've called him on defense and offense. So that's a big guy going both ways. I didn't know why he was in shotgun or anything. I mean, maybe that's the way they do it. They don't take it under center ever, but the quarterback just go down on the knee. Let's get out of here. Go let them rest. Go let those guys rest. Get some Gatorade.
And back at the 15, you might think that's what they're going to do here, but Spencer Ned was looking to throw in that play.
They got to just hand it off to Kyle Paris. Just make it easy.
Ned looks to throw. Pass caught over the middle. Jake Urena goes up and gets it. It's a first down.
That'll be it.
First down just past the 30, so they're not taking your advice. They're going for the first down.
Not only not taking my advice, they just called timeout.
So we got the answer to do they have any more timeouts?
That to me, that's got to be the last one.
It was a first down catch by Urena. Really went up and got the ball. Great play by him to get first down yardage out to the 31, but they're down to 9 seconds to go.
I know what they're thinking. They want to get the ball up here. Maybe, just like where are they on the 30-yard line right now?
Just past the 30.
So maybe if they get it to the 40, they're already thinking maybe we have a little wind, and then maybe we can go Hail Mary.
Yeah, you got to have some kind of play that breaks a lot of tackles and gets 69 yards for a touchdown. It's not a lot of time to deal with.
It's either that or you go trick play with, you catch it and you flip it, and give it to the next guy who can run and catch it on the run and outrun everybody.
A lot of this, too, sometimes at the end of the half, though, is the coach is setting a tone. It's like, we got another half of football to play. We're not ready to just take a knee, even though there's not a lot of time left. We're going to still run our offense. And then if we don't get the touchdown, we come out in the second half, and we've kept our offense going, kept some momentum going. That's the way I am arguing this with you, Sam.
Well, you could be the other side of that, too, is I understand what you're saying, and just run plays like this and just act as if you have more time. Act as if you have more downs, instead of it, run a play that you would use here. So they're sending everybody deep.
Here's a pass long, downfield, almost caught.
If he'd have caught that and gone down, he would have been on the 35-yard line.
Alex Jung had the ball, it looked like in his hands, but
yeah.
if he had caught it, I think the time would have run out in the first half because we're down to 1 second. So he would have had to catch it and run into the end zone.
That's true. It's not college where they have to set the chains.
1 second left after that play took 8 of the 9.
But they could run that same play and have somebody catch it and have somebody be the trailer and flip it to them and see what happens.
I would still argue, though, even though I know Dallas is probably playing some, just sit back and don't let anybody score behind you defense right now, some prevent defense. It shows that this Orange County team can get the ball downfield because they just did it when Dallas is trying everything to stop them from doing it.
Especially going this way.
Yeah, it's a positive play. I look at it that way. 1 second to go, last play of the half, barring some penalty. Looking to throw, finding some extra time. Ball incomplete at midfield. That wraps up the end of this first half. And Dallas takes the lead. The defenders lead it 14-0 over the Orange County Lawmen. And we'll be back here at halftime right after this.
We are NYPD officers, members of the community. We are a step ahead. We are first responders, protectors, and mentors. We are NYPD officers. Join us with over 300 specialized units and lucrative advancement opportunities. Be the change. Join the NYPD now. Visit nypdrecruit.com to learn more.
There's a lot going on here within the city. This is the 15th largest city in the United States. We're the 17th largest police organization in the United States. We are looked at as one of the premier law enforcement agencies here, not just by design, but by the people that work here. Do you know who make up the people? You all do. So we can't be that agency without you all.
It's signing up for doing something better than and bigger than ourselves. If you want to be part of something that's bigger than you, then you're in the right seat. It's bigger than you, and we're very, very glad you're here.
Today we get a closer look at some of our country's bravest citizens and heroes among us. It's a clear blue sunny day in New York City, and Frank Siller is walking towards the Freedom Tower in the heart of Manhattan. For the last 21 years, his mind goes back to a day that we'd all like to forget.
I want you all to know.
But he and his family are on a mission to make sure that September 11th is never forgotten. Like many New Yorkers, he was personally affected by the tragedy that unfolded that day.
Well, Stephen was the youngest of 7. He was our little brother for the Siller family. When he was born, my father was 49 and my mother was 44. So he was our little miracle. I was closest in age with Stephen, and I was 14 years older than him. And then as Stephen was growing up, our dad passed away when he was 8.5 years old. And I remember how upset we all were, but most certainly Stephen was devastated.
Raised by his older brothers, he was attracted to a life of service, in large part due to the influence of a family that took great pride in helping others.
On September 11, 2001, Stephen was just finished his night tour in Squad 1 in Brooklyn. He was on his way home, actually, to play golf, but he heard on his radio scanner that the towers were hit. He drove back to his firehouse. His company had already responded, so he drove back to his firehouse and got his gear. Put his gear in his truck, drove to the mouth of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Now, this tunnel connects Brooklyn with downtown Manhattan. It's not far away from Ground Zero when you come out the other side of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. The tunnel was closed for security reasons, so there's an eyewitness that told me that Stephen's car came to a screeching halt. He hopped out, put his gear on, and jogged into that tunnel. And he ran through that tunnel, which is nearly 2 miles long. Last seen alive, west on Liberty Street, went into what we believe was the South Tower, because that's where all 11 Squad 1 members that he worked with perished. No doubt up the stairs, saving people, but while doing so, he gave up his own life. You know, finding out what he did that day, we knew as a family we wanted to do something to honor his sacrifice. A friend of my brother Stephen's, Billy Codd, called me up. He said, Frank, how about if we do a run? I said, Billy, you know, that's great. I don't mind doing a run, but, you know, I want to do something very unique. It's very special. He goes, I'm talking about a run through the tunnel like Stephen did. I was overcome with emotion, because when you hear the right thing, there's no doubt that you have to do it.
That epiphany sounded great on paper, but Frank wondered if he would ever be able to cut through the red tape necessary to shut down a major artery in the heart of the city.
All we want to do is retrace his final heroic footsteps. The guy's overcome with emotion, gets out from the back, hugs me. He's crying. And he says, we're going to get this done. He calls up somebody from the Bridge and Tunnel Authority. In 15, 20 minutes, we had the streets closed and the tunnel closed. And it was the beginning of a miracle, of many miracles that were to be.
The first event in 2002 drew approximately 1,500 participants. Now, 20 years later, the run is expected to draw upwards of 40,000, with people from all walks of life eager to be a part of honoring the fallen and giving back to the countless heroes who were born out of our nation's darkest hour.
We have 2,500 West Point cadets that run in cadence. We have the Marines Corps. We have cops from all over the United States, firefighters that run in gear from all over the United States. They all want to emulate what my brother did, you know, running in gear. It's just a very emotional event. So it's grown to be this incredible event. It's the most important event that we do every year, because our first mission at the Tunnel to Towers Foundation is to never forget.
Tunnel to Towers has impacted thousands of lives since its inception. Everything from mortgage-free homes for fallen first responders to golf outings, and of course, the event that started it all, the 5K run that traces the heroic path of Stephen Siller.
Stephen Siller will be remembered as being a hero because he laid down his life for his country.
If you're thinking about joining the Department of Correction, join.
I truly believe that I should have made this decision 10 years ago.
I wanted to do something that was both challenging and rewarding. If I can make a difference in somebody's life, then I think I've done my part.
It's high paying, it's a career, not a job, and I serve with a purpose.
Scan the QR code now. Register today to take the test.
Do it.
From one hero's sacrifice, a mission was born. Today, we stand at a historic moment. As we approach the 25th anniversary of September 11th, our mission has never been more vital.
The freedom and comfort that this home's going to give us versus where we're at now is incredible.
I felt like I was seen, that my service mattered to somebody.
With cutting-edge technology transforming our capabilities and the nation ready to remember,
we're prepared to reach 1 million monthly donors and expand our impact like never before.
Without people like my brother, without people like our men and women who serve our country, we don't have a country. This is our promise, but not just for now, but forever.
We're here at halftime where Dallas leads at 14-0 over Orange County in that first half. Kerry Garnett along with Sam Ono, and in that first half, Sam, it was the Dallas offense getting those two scores, 30-yard touchdown run by Weish and then a touchdown pass to make it 14-0. And as we were talking at the beginning of the game, the keys to the game for Dallas and Orange County. We're going to take a look and see how well they're doing towards those keys to the game. First, starting with the Dallas squad, how close have they come to achieving these keys to the game in this first half?
I mean, they're probably about 50-60%, which is pretty good at this time. I mean, they wanted to control and protect the football. And in the first quarter, they really did control the ball. They didn't fumble at all. But later, throughout into the second quarter, Orange County started playing better defense, and they started covering better, and I was really impressed the way they came along after what they showed in the first quarter. And then they actually got 2 interceptions off the Dallas quarterback. So, you know, I think that's the biggest thing. They've played their game. You know, they're a good team right there, but, you know, it's not 100% for them for sure.
Yeah, and for the Orange County side, you know, their keys to the game were to get to Dallas on that third down and make sure they could make stops, sound tackling, a good balance of run and pass. I don't think the balance in run and pass has been as good as they would like, and also, and especially those 2 touchdown drives, Dallas continued to get third downs and get in the end zone. But the key to the Orange County team, I think, late in that first half was to get those turnovers and prevent Dallas from getting even a larger advantage. And then a little bit of maybe momentum on offense, and hopefully Orange County, as far as making this a close game. We're not cheering for either side.
Right.
We just want to see both teams be competitive. For Orange County, though, if you're cheering for that team today, you want to see them get an early possession and get into the end zone. So that's the way it looks at halftime. Dallas leads at 14-0. We'll be back with second half action right after this.
If any first responder or Gold Star widow has someone die in the line of duty and they leave a young family behind, we pay every mortgage off in America.
Which is such a humane thing to do, to take care of the people that are taking care of us.
Exactly. It's simple.
It's really simple math.
People know that when they make a donation, their money is going to go to these heroes.
True. It's like guaranteed in the bank. This is money well spent, and you know exactly where it's going. Please donate $11 a month at T2T.org.
When I was a little boy in Jamaica, I saw a firefighter climb into a burning building, put out the fire, and I knew then that's what I wanted to do. My Pro B class was the first class after 9/11. Well, I played football in college as well, so as soon as I got on the job, even as a Pro B, guys were like, all right, listen, you got to play for the football team. Our second year went to the championship and won against LA Fire. So it was a lot of fun. It's a whole different type of family concept. It's very cool. Fire duty is what we sign on for, but there's so many avenues on this job. As a mentor, I pay it forward by being consistent and leading by example. If you want to become a leader in the greatest fire department in the world, join the FDNY. It's hard work, but it's the best decision you'll ever make.
FTO, it's a field training officer. We train recruits coming out from the academy. The training process takes about 6 months. If you teach the recruit well, they make good officer on the street, and I think that's rewarding to me. I believe the Dallas Police Department is a great place to work. You have opportunity to move up, and there's a lot of room to grow.
My name's Officer Comas, a recruiter for the Roanoke Police Department. I can give you a million reasons why you should come to this agency, but how about you hear a few from some of my friends? Let's go. RPD values what we have to offer.
I grew up here in Roanoke and wanted to take care of our citizens.
I wanted to be part of a team.
Because we wanted a challenge. By working together, we can make a difference in today's youth.
Using the latest in technology to build a safer community. We wanted to bridge the gap. We wanted to be the example. We saw our future with RPD. You see your future with us.
Everyone has their origin story, and we want this place to be yours. So apply today and change tomorrow.
We're getting ready for second half action here at Fred Kelly Stadium in Orange, California, where it's Dallas leading 14-0. And just to recap what happened in that first half, there was 2 Dallas touchdowns to get that 14-0 lead. First one coming from Anthony Weish, who ran it in from 30 yards to score the first touchdown there in that first quarter. And then it was a touchdown pass from quarterback Dale Van Hooser to Brett Heima. I'm just checking my notes there. Brett Heima broke tackles and went 60 yards for that touchdown, and then 2 extra points by Brett Petticord made it 14-0 here at halftime. Both teams probably taking a little extra time in the locker room on a very warm day in Orange before they come out for this second half. And for Orange County, they did hold Dallas and keep them from scoring any more in that first half, but their offense, it looks like they just need one big play away from maybe having a chance to really make this a competitive game, because otherwise it felt like Dallas was in full control leading in that first half.
I mean, I agree with you in the sense that, the way Dallas started compared to the way Orange County did, I mean, for sure they dominated the beginning of the game and they were up 14-0, But, I mean, for me, to see them play defense and not give them any more points with a small roster, I'm really impressed. And if I'm Orange County right now, I'm feeling pretty good. It's as if, can we finish here? And it's I admire these guys. I haven't seen so many people play both ways since high school.
Tyler Shaw, number 2, made a couple of really big defensive plays, including an interception in the end zone that if they had scored again, we'd be talking about a 3-touchdown difference instead of a 2-touchdown difference. Shaw was a big playmaker in that first half. And for Orange County, if they can just break one and get a long play, maybe get something scoring early, they can get back in this game. And for Dallas, it's ball control. Dallas just wants to control the possessions, continue to run the ball, and they've got a few more players to work with. So they've got some running backs they can shuttle in from the sideline and have extra bodies out there to keep control of the ball and keep running the ball as they have.
Yeah, and I just, to me, like I mean it. I feel like if I'm Orange County, I feel pretty good if we can just start the way we ended. If we can start the way we ended, and that hard thing is, the third, the second half is always, come out to win. One of these 2 teams is going to come out to win. So it's a matter of just them being able to get, positive what they're doing. It would be nice for the Lawmen to be able to get something downfield, even if the receiver catches it and goes to the ground and they get a 25-yard gain. You know, that would give them both confidence that, hey, okay, we can throw it down the field. You know, that's what they just need to see, so they can throw it down the field.
So we got some type of presentation going on the field. Let's listen in.
Real quick, 2024, the league, NPSFL, decided that we should have a Hall of Fame for players that have done so much for their team and done so much for the league. This young man standing with me now started his football career in Orange County back in 1989. Okay? I was a one-year compact. Years ago, Orange County had a North team and a South team. Rick was playing for the South team, and he was a place kicker back then. In 1995, we had a player that worked for Newport Beach PD. Bob Henry was his name, and he was killed in the line of duty. Since then, Orange County Lawmen has a Bob Henry Memorial Scholarship Fund, and Rick kind of spearheads that. Over the years, since the late 90s, Rick has had every board position on this team, including president for several years. Even while being president for our team, he also worked as president for the league for several years. He finally stopped playing at the real young age of 67. So today it's my pleasure, and as you can see, he's still out here helping as much as he can. He's the announcer for the game today. He's always calling, saying, where can I help, where can I help, where can I help? He's that kind of guy. I know over the years, he also played and refereed hockey. He also is part of a bagpipe group. This man stays busy. So without further ado, I'm inducting him as the first Orange County player inducted into the NPSFL Hall of Fame from the Orange County Lawmen team. Rick Bradley.
I hope you could hear that presentation for honoring Rick Bradley with the Orange County squad and all of his years with the Orange County Lawmen. Very nice tribute, inducting him into the NPSFL Hall of Fame. He's the one you hear PA announcing for today's game and has always been involved with this Orange County team for many, many years. Very nice tribute. Congratulations to him.
All right, let's have everybody stand up for the kickoff and cheer on your Lawmen.
Well deserved.
And not taking a break from the announcing, doing the announcing right there from the field. So well done at halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half with Dallas holding the 14-0 lead. And, you know, we don't want to miss an opportunity to just let you know that these players don't receive any financial or time support. This is all organic on them, making the time to do it, making it out of their own pocket, and they do it with the sponsors and support that they can get. And each player is doing that on their own, as well as the league and them supporting the multiple charities that are involved. You see that on the NPSFL website, the charities that are involved, and also sponsorships that help these players continue the league play that they're doing. So much credit to them. And if you have an opportunity to contribute and help, certainly welcome your help. Andy Singleton, Director of Marketing, can help you at npsfl.network@gmail.com. That's npsfl.network@gmail.com. Andy would take that email in a second and be happy to help you make a contribution, if you're able to this great effort. And we're ready to start things off in the second half. Dallas kicking off to Orange County. Talked about it, Sam. Orange County with a chance, if they can get something going here on offense, to get right back in it, trailing by 2 scores. Kickoff.
Tough kick.
Will be fielded on a bounce at the 5-yard line, and we're off and running in the second half. And that's number 11 for Orange County, Spencer Ned, the quarterback, taking the second half kickoff and bringing it back out to the 22-yard line. That's where Orange County will set up. Spencer Ned just takes that ball anytime you'll give it to him.
That's, you know, they say quarterback's some of the best athletes on the team. Just don't fumble.
First down from the 22-yard line. Orange County with the first possession of the second half.
It's going to be really interesting. I'm just so curious if the Lawmen can come out and just kind of keep playing and, you know, establish, you know, some rhythm that they showed. It's really, really a challenge to do that too, you know. And then on the Dallas side, let's see if they just come out and say, okay, let's play our game. We know how to play this game.
Spencer Ned, the quarterback, he's been back there the entire way. Starts the second half and keeps the ball, and quarterback keeper goes for 4 yards out to the 26.
Tackled by his brother, Zach Ned, on the tackle.
We talked about those sponsors, and one of our great sponsors, Bowl of Us Restorations out of Long Island, New York. Bowl of Us Restorations is in the business of helping people. Knowing how devastating a disaster can be, they're committed to providing whatever it takes to minimize physical damage. Bowl of Us Restorations are the disaster experts you can trust. We appreciate their sponsorship of the NPSFL network. It's second down and 6 now from the 26-yard line. Takes the handoff. This time pitches it out to Kyle Paris, who's tackled. Great
nice
defensive
tackle.
pressure.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's Baltimore out there.
Baltimore. Nice play.
Bledsoe also, I think, in on the tackle, number 4.
On the tackle, George Baltimore, number 3.
I'd like to see running-wise, I'd like to see the Lawmen just running what they did before. Upfield, get up there. Not anything trickery-wise, just get upfield.
Yeah, that was Baltimore making a great solo effort on that tackle. Brings up a third down and 11 for Orange County. 2 running plays to start the second half. That wind that's coming right across the field, I think they're facing the headwind right now going this direction. We'll see how that might affect the passing game. Ned looks over the defense. Dallas shows pressure but backs up. Throw out the flat just a little bit too wide for the receiver, incomplete, and that's will make it a 4th down and 11.
Got to punt. Have to punt.
I believe Ned is also the punter on this team. I believe he punted in the first half, which is an advantage if you want to fake a punt at some point.
Or throw the ball to somebody, but like you can tell that Dallas defenders, they're off the field. They're going to stay about 10 yards behind. They're not going to be fooled by anything. I think they know that the quarterback is the punter. But what Ned needs to do on his punt is try to, depending, maybe he hasn't kicked too much, but being able to get the ball away from the guys down the hash right there. Get it to the left side of the field.
Here comes the 4th and 11 punt. Catching it at his 10-yard line. High punt, gets to about midfield and almost hits a Dallas player. Joshua Arrington just barely gets out of the way of it. Right inside the 50 at the 49.
That's not a bad punt. Got to the other side over there,
Decent punt, just over 30 yards and no return. That's the key to that, is Dallas will have to go 51 yards for a score here and see if Orange County can shut them down. Their first possession for Dallas in the second half. They've been led all the way by quarterback Dale Van Hooser, has a touchdown pass in this game. That was the second touchdown that made it 14-0. That's where we are right now. It's just under 12 minutes to go in this third quarter. First offensive possession for Dallas at their 49-yard line. That's Weish in the backfield with Van Hooser. Hand off to Weish. Breaks tackles. What a tough run by Anthony Weish for a first down.
Great run. Great run by Weish. They're lucky they got him down because he breaks one more, he's out.
Yeah, he is really a talented running back. One of our spotlighted players earlier today.
Reaches the 40-yard line of the Lawmen. Good enough for a Dallas first down.
First down at the 40-yard line for Dallas.
It's going to be important here for them because that's going to be Dallas's game plan. You know, they're going to run this and then they're going to go play action and throw these receivers down the field, and let's see if they can hold it and keep the receivers in front of them.
Weiss takes the handoff again this time, cuts back and goes a little bit the opposite direction. I think maybe a fast mask got grabbed right there at the 40-yard line. The flag came down at the 36.
I think you're right.
Tackle by number 22, Kyle Paris.
Officials talk things over. We'll see what they call on that play. But Weiss, when he turned right at the 35, it looked like someone reached out and grabbed a face mask as he was trying to go back the other way.
That's what happens when he makes that kind of break on somebody and they just reach.
Weiss is definitely a difficult guy to bring down, and that'll be a full 15-yard personal foul face mask. Put the ball all the way down to the 23-yard line. Dallas on the move, 1st and 10 from the 23.
The tough thing about the Weiss is he can make good cuts at 90 degrees. That's what he shows well.
First down at the 23 for Dallas. Here's a pass out to the left, trying to break tackles and gets positive yards. Try to catch the number on the opposite side of the field there.
That was the same receiver.
And we're going to take another look at that. Sam, what did you see there on that play for Dallas, number 4?
I mean, I saw great body control by the receiver right there, and he was able to get upfield and get about a 5-yard, gain. I mean, that's the same receiver that caught the ball on the long touchdown earlier in the game.
Yeah, it was T.J. Bledsoe with the reception. It was a penalty called on the play for Dallas, so it backs them up. After that nice pass play, they're backed up back to the 32-yard line and makes up a 2nd and 20.
I think that was a holding somewhere.
Now it looks like a 10-yard penalty, so holding likely the call on makes it 1st and 20. They get the play over after the penalty. We've been talking about Anthony Weiss today. I was just double checking. He, is a running back at North Texas, and you could tell he has that D1, experience. Well, this time nowhere to go in the backfield and tackled for a loss. That's Jeremy Lewis back there, the wide receiver, took the handoff and just had nowhere to go. Tremendous defense by Orange County. Brandon Monday, one of those guys back there.
Monday, the vice president of the team, and still tied in as defensive end going both ways. Very impressive.
Yeah, on a warm day here in Orange, California, it's been impressive to see these guys who've been able to go both ways, playing offense and defense. Monday, one of those guys. And that loss brings up a 2nd and really long for Dallas, all the way back down to their 37. They've got to go to the 13 to get a first down. And Hoosier looks over the defense, throws to a wide open receiver, and that gets about half of that yardage on 2nd down. Lewis, the reception, and he's tackled at the 36-yard line.
Jake Arena on the tackle.
Arena, another one of those guys that's playing both ways today.
3rd down and about 13.
Alex Young now joining the defensive backfield. They're expecting a pass on 3rd and 13, or Orange County is.
This will be 4-down territory for them too. I mean, they do have a pretty good kicker, but I think they just want to get in the end zone.
Yeah, if you're wondering about a potential field goal, they have made 2 nice extra points today by Brett Petticord. It's 3rd and 13 from the 26-yard line.
They might hand it off to Weisher. 4 in the box. Nope.
Looking to throw. Steps up, throws into the end zone, caught for the touchdown if they count it.
No.
The official said he didn't hold on to it long enough.
Happy birthday.
As Casey Hall out there behind the defense could not hold on. That pass was on the money.
Yeah, he made a good adjustment catching the ball. He just couldn't rein it in. Happy birthday right there to you, Tyler Shaw.
Yeah, number 2 beat number 2 on that play. Casey Hall had the distance and are going to see a field goal attempt here from 43 yards out.
He's got a little of the wind to go with it. So
I believe this, yeah, he's got the wind at his back, Brett Petticord, from 43 yards. We'll see if he can add to this lead. There's whistles. We'll see who jumped first.
I think Tyler Shaw went first.
Offsides against Orange County.
Oh, no, they're going to put it against, I think, Dallas. Oh, no, he's going Orange County. One referee said Dallas, one referee said Orange County.
TJ Bledsoe holding for the kick, so that gives them an extra 5 yards closer instead of 43. They'll kick it from 38. 38-yard attempt now. It's Brett Petticord with the Dallas Fire Department. Lines it up from 38 yards. The hold us down, kick us up long enough.
Wow.
The kick is good. 38 yards for Brett Petticord. Makes it 17-0 now in favor of Dallas with just over 7 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Petticord looked like he's kicked before.
That was well done. That ball was well past 38 yards. That could have been good from 48.
That's right. With the wind and the way he kicked it, I mean, that was very solid. One of the better kickers I've seen.
Petticord now with 2 extra points and the field goal, that time from 38 yards. It extends the lead for Dallas to 17-0. Well, Orange County managed to hold into a field goal there, but now it's a 3-score game, Sam. We're here in the third quarter, about midway through the third.
For the Lawmen, it's just about get back into a rhythm and try to put something on the board. That's all. Just try to get something on the board.
Petticord lines up the kickoff after his 38-yard field goal. You a fan of the NFL-style kickoff, Sam?
I think it's helped. You know, I think it's helped. You know,
we say NFL-style kickoff because that's the first place I saw it. They've been using it in this league as well. But that's the style where you have the players a lot closer to each other. The whole reason is to avoid full contact collisions on a kickoff, which could turn into serious injuries.
What it is mostly is that they're taking out the full speed running by the kickoff team going down, and it's for the kick. It's for both guys. It's for the guy getting hit and the guy doing the hitting. You know, they've just what do you call it? They've just kind of distressed the physics of it. You know. And they still have the physics of it when you come off from a block and he's trying to go full speed, but that doesn't happen as much.
And here's another one of the parts of the rule. If the kick doesn't go far enough, then the offensive team gets it at the 40, and that's where Orange County sets up. Well, big tackle there on the run. That's number 10 for Dallas. Keenan Blair comes up to make the tackle on number 22, Kyle Paris. Look at this hit by the defender on Kyle Paris by Keenan Blair.
Yeah, you see him come in full speed, and that's a bigger guy going full speed. And so a DB like that, take his knees out. You can take his knees out. That makes it easy.
Paris got 5 yards on the play, but definitely earned it. 2nd down and 5 now from the 45-yard line. Orange County trailing by 17. Needs to get something going on offense here.
Orange County's better if they just, with their runs going straight at more. I don't think they have the speed to get all the way outside or anything.
was a pass attempt, but well defended all the way around. It was number 43 getting in there quickly, and that's Derek Weeks, the defensive end from the Dallas Police Department, making life difficult for Spencer Ned.
I mean, you see, some of these things you can't tell sometimes until you really, if I point them out, like especially the pass rush from the Dallas defenders is much more effective than the pass rush for Orange County. Why that is mostly because you have some guys out there that are playing offensive line that are doing pass rushing, and they may not be as good at it, but they're going both ways.
Yeah, that time it was Weeks getting in there quickly, and really Ned just pretty much just got rid of the ball and lived to the next play.
He doesn't have time. He doesn't have time to throw anything really deep down there unless he rolls way out and you're able to get a block.
3rd down and 5 from the 45. Ned trying to convert, keep the offense on the field.
Okay, that's pretty good.
He goes
protection.
deep, has a
He's
player
open.
down there, open at the 15, caught
yes,
for the
board.
touchdown. Jake Urena just in time and right what Orange County needed for the 55-yard touchdown.
Fantastic play. Fantastic play. And the quarterback really, Ned put it out there really nicely. He threw it out there really good. And you can tell they had a better protection rate there that time against the defenders, and he was able to step up in the pocket and throw it, and the receiver beat the player pretty good.
Well, that's what you were saying on the previous play. When given time, Spencer Ned shows that he can find a receiver downfield. And, wow, that was exactly what Orange County needed. Urena catches it and runs it in from 55 yards out. First score of the day for Orange County, and then they'll trail at 17-6 pending the extra point.
Try to make it a one-score game. No, that won't make it.
They trail it by 11, so they can.
They can make it a two-goal.
2-point conversion would cut it down to 9 if they can get the 2-pointer. So they do line up for a 2-point conversion. Ned in the backfield, along with Kyle Paris. Looking for the 2-point conversion. Throws it across the middle in the back of the end zone. That counts. The 2-point conversion is good. They throw it to Alex Jung in the back of the end zone. They convert it, and that cuts the lead to 17-8 now. So Orange County offense getting on the board and getting back into this game.
I mean, we were just talking about that, like they just got to get on the board somehow, some way. Now, even though those guys are tired, they won't be so tired now. They'll be a little bit more motivated to get out there and, and capitalize on this. But it's going to, defensively, because we know that Dallas's offense is good and they can, get it going. It's just how are both teams going to respond right now? Is Dallas going to go back doing what they do and just, pound down, give the ball to the running back, our good running back.
We got Weish in the backfield, who's had a great game so far.
I mean, they're going to have to stop on defense here if they want to have a chance.
So a 55-yard touchdown pass from Spencer Ned to Jake Urena, just to recap for you. And the 2-point conversion from Ned to Alex Jung makes it 17-8 with 5:46 to go in this third quarter.
We got a ball game now.
Now Orange County has to feel a lot better about their chances after getting finally on the board here.
Absolutely.
See if they can play some defense. That ball needs to get a little bit farther upfield. It's not going to get to the 20. And that'll set up Dallas at the 40-yard line after the kick goes a little short. You saw the effect of the wind on that kick right there.
Absolutely.
That wind just completely knocked the kick down, and it didn't have a chance to get to the 20.
And you could tell how the wind played that kick compared to the wind how it played the throw of Ned. You know what I mean? Ned was able to put that thing, throw it out there on a dime, but it was a nice spiral and everything. I mean, you got to be good to kick well in the wind. You got to be a good kicker.
After the kickoff, Dallas takes over at their own 40-yard line. They lead it by 9 and 17-8. And we're talking about the win because if it comes down to a late game kick, it's going to be very important to be able to kick either with or without that wind. And here's a handoff to number 19. That's Alex Harris. Gains good yardage across the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 6.
Yep. Yep.
Tackle made by
You know, okay, you got 6 yards on that.
Gain of about 6 on the play, which will bring up a 2nd and 4.
It's really going to be interesting as you get closer, now into the fourth quarter, what kind of juice the Lawmen will have.
It was Kyle Parris coming up from his safety position to make that tackle after the 6-yard gain by Harris. It's 2nd and 4 now for Dallas at their 46-yard line.
All those guys on the Lawmen right now are just kind of going, come on, step up, come on.
Harris still the running back next to Van Hooser. Now he steps to the left. No running backs with Van Hooser. Looks to throw. Lots of time to throw. Finally throws it out.
Good tackle.
And first down yards, good extra effort that time by Casey Hall to get the first down.
Match made by number 2, Casey Hall.
Just past midfield, first down Dallas. And we're going to take a look at that first down reception once more.
It's a great job catching the ball right here and then being able to stretch out after he's been hit to get the first down. That's a really big-time play.
Knows where the sticks are and stuck his arm out. It says third down across the way, but they got the first down yardage. Now they changed it to first down. Just under 4 minutes now. Dallas using clock and letting that clock roll with a 2-score lead. Man, Hooser had so much time to throw the ball in that last play.
It's hard on defensive backs to be able to hold your coverage that long.
Weiss back in the game. Anthony Weiss tripped up at the line of scrimmage. That's a good defensive play by, is that number 50, I believe, for Orange County? Or 53, I think that's Armendariz made the play. Yeah, Armendariz is in there tripping him up.
Nice job.
Anthony Weiss, tackled by number 47, Grant Hare.
One of the players came out for the Lawmen, I mean, that kind of, and he's one of the big guys, so it's like now you got to be able to sub somebody in there. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Ned had to go back out there somewhere and play some defense sooner or later.
Now, Orange County, after getting that score, really looking to, get the ball back to their offense. Dallas is driving, 2nd and 4. I love those calls for 2nd and 4 on the offensive side. Using all of the play clock is Van Hooser. Handoff goes to Weiss, showing good speed to get to the corner. And stiff arms, one tackler, breaks tackles, first down yardage to the 33. Anthony Weiss, very impressive.
Just the kind of back you want in a game like this.
Stays in bounds, clock continues to run.
Breaks tackles, gets extra yardage, tough, kind of guy that would like, hey, give me the ball again. Give me the ball again. Plus, he's fresh.
We'll take a look at one more time. Weiss with that run, Sam.
I mean, you see him get outside. He beat the outside, so there's no edge to their defense right there. But just keeps fighting and battling.
We don't have any official stats up here, but I have a feeling that Anthony Weiss is either at or beyond the 100-yard mark so far tonight.
For sure.
He's had a great game and keeps the clock rolling, keeps the possession. First down at the 34 for Dallas. Weiss still in the backfield. This time looks to throw. Van Hooser throws it, finds a receiver, caught, breaks a tackle, goes up the sideline. And that's a touchdown for Dallas. Number 6 is Jeremy Lewis. What a great effort by Lewis after the catch to score the touchdown.
Great job by Dallas just coming back after a big score and just marching down the field. Marching down the field.
Here's another look at the Anthony Lewis touchdown.
Again, he's got some time to throw, and it just, I mean, the biggest thing you have to have is defensive backs that can tackle. At least get him down. If you can't get him down, usually you don't, unless you have somebody else going to be there.
Excuse me, that's Jeremy Lewis. Let's get it right. Jeremy Lewis with the touchdown from 34 yards out and on to add the extra point. It's once again Brett Petticord, who's been perfect so far today. Hold is down, kick is up. Betancourt is good again. Makes it 24-8 in favor of Dallas. They extend their lead with 1:17 to go here in the third quarter. I mean, that was quite an answer by Dallas after Orange County had gotten on the board.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, it's a phenomenal job by Dallas answering right there, coming back and be able to show what they can, you know, do. You know, motivation. You know, the momentum swung to the Orange County Lawmen, and then they grabbed the momentum right back. You know, because the running of, you know, their running attack was really good, and they break tackles. You know, but you know, it's tough. Again, I will mention it. It's tough for the Lawmen, you know, but the battle they show out there, the Lawmen show, is extremely impressive. Keep playing. They just keep playing. They just keep playing. You know, they just need a few breaks here and there.
Well, they ran their regular offense. You know, they didn't really go conservative at all. They kept pass and run options available. Here's the kickoff. It's eventually hauled in and run back by number 5 for Orange County. That's Alex Young. Gets it back to the 20-yard line and no farther than that. That's where Orange County will get it. Just about a minute to go here in this third quarter. We're glad you could join us here on the NPSFL network and our Game of the Week coverage from Orange County. Kerry Garnett along with Sam Ano. Happy to have you on board and happy to be able to bring you this broadcast. And we appreciate you watching and appreciate all your support of what these men are doing in this football league.
It's impressive. It's impressive just to see, you know, these guys are playing real football. You know, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that the NFL kind of was made of, you know, when guys played both ways and guys had full-time jobs and then they would just go out and play. You know, I mean, this is kind of a throwback way of doing stuff. Impressive.
One thing I'll note, you know, there's a Division I and Division II in the league, and really it's all about number of players because these Division II players have made plays all day long. It's just a matter of how many players do they have on the sideline for reserves. That's really the difference between the two divisions. Here's a first down throw. Off the mark on first down. Well covered by Dallas. Number 15 was Tevin Richard was out there. Brings up a 2nd and 10. But the Division II players, they got good players. They're making plays. And obviously it's just a matter of how many reserves they've got they can bring on and off the field.
Yeah, and they, you know, both teams have battled. Both teams have done well. I mean, I will say, like, you know, as we've talked about with the Lawmen being a little bit short. But, you know, even at that, just to see their, you know, the heart they have and the grind that they push with, that's, you can't not respect that. You can't, you know. That behavior is not lying what they're doing out there. They are still going for it, regardless of having to have most guys go both ways.
2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Spencer Ned, the quarterback for Orange County. Pitches out to Kyle Paris, who has some room around the corner. Well blocked by the offensive line, and also got a block from Alex Young on the corner. That's a big gain for Paris with the flag thrown down at the 27. Let's check out that one.
That's going to be holding.
Did they maybe catch a hold on the corner?
Yeah.
That broke them loose for the extra 15 yards. We'll take a look at this one more time.
I don't know if we can see the hold right here. Maybe at the end. No, that's hard to see. And if it is a hold, I couldn't see it right there real quick. But it's just a great job of running and getting the edge, you know. Every defense has to have an edge. Oh, it's a Dallas. I didn't see anything. Yeah.
Kyle Paris makes the run, and the flag face mask on Dallas. So the penalty goes against Dallas. We'll see how do they sort this out. Do you take the flag or do you take the play?
Take the play for sure.
Play was down another 15 yards downfield.
Yeah, they'll waive this. They'll decline this and start there at they were at the 50. I think they got up to the 50.
That is a correction. It's a face mask penalty against the Lawmen.
Oh, initially the face mask was flagged against Dallas, and now the officials talk it over. The face mask goes against Orange County. We were watching what the officials called, and initially they did have the arm going the other way, but now it's Orange County penalized. And boy, that wipes out a huge gain. That's about a a net 30-yard penalty,
swing.
right? You know, when you lose 15 yards one way and you got to go back 15, that's a big loss.
Yeah, and the Lawmen need every big play they can get right now.
Well, depending on what kind of play this is, this could be the last play of the third quarter. The clock is down to 20 seconds left, and it's a second down now and 15 instead of first down. After the run, it's going to be second down. We'll see if even Orange County snaps it before the end of the third quarter.
It's better for them to be coming this way anyways. So if they're able to hold out.
Yeah,
let the clock down.
They'll have the wind at their back in the fourth quarter. That is the end of the third quarter. It's 24-8 in favor of Dallas. And Dallas will take a lead into the fourth quarter.
At the end of the third quarter.
We'll take a break and be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
As we thank all who have served, we also renew our commitment to those who need us most. Together, we can ensure that our severely wounded veterans have homes where their service is honored each and every day. To all our veterans, we salute you, we thank you, and we stand with you, always.
You think you've got what it takes to be a part of the best team in Los Angeles?
It takes dedication, courage, and perseverance.
Every drop of sweat and moment of sacrifice will push you forward, not just as an individual, but as a team.
Make today the day you show the world what you're capable of.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Visit LASD.org and take the first step in becoming a deputy sheriff.
If not you, then who?
We played 3 quarters at Fred Kelly Stadium here on the NPSFL game of the week between Dallas. They have the lead 24-8 over Orange County. And Sam, you know, Dallas has reached the 5 D2 championships in their history, including 2 when they were with the Fort Worth team. They've won 3 of them. Orange County trying to get to their first 2 D2 championships. And right now, Dallas has the advantage by 16.
Competitive.
Second down play coming from the 14-yard line for Orange County. That's after the penalty ended at the third quarter. First play of the fourth quarter. Ball mishandled and pitched out. It's a
great job getting rid of it.
Pass.
Great job getting rid of it.
I believe you will get credit. We'll get credit for an incomplete pass. And we are so appreciative of our sponsors, and one of our sponsors who've helped us out in this season, Bet Big Talk Loud podcast, one of the fastest growing podcasts. Bet Big Talk Loud provides plenty of laughs and entertainment while offering bold opinions, real stories, and can't miss betting advice. If you love big bets, big laughs, bigger conversation, this is the podcast for you. That's the Bet Big Talk Loud podcast. We appreciate their sponsorship of NPSFL.
You would be good on Bet Big, Talk Loud.
I've never been too fortunate with the betting myself, but I appreciate you saying that.
The big talking?
The big talking, thank you. That's what you really meant. Appreciate it. After that incomplete pass, it's third down at the 15-yard line. Orange County looking to throw.
Good, throw it. No.
Haven't seen a lot of quarterbacks scrambling today, but we do right now. The ball comes loose, and it's recovered by Dallas at the 17-yard line. We'll see who gets up with the ball. It's number 21 for Dallas.
Perry Strickland.
Perry Strickland, the Dallas Police Department, has the fumble. And we'll take a look at it again, and we'll see how did Perry Strickland get this ball.
Well, I tell you, quarterback out there running for his life right there. As soon as you get anywhere close to any kind of tackling, you better have ball security. And without ball security, that's what happens. And that can be a very costly fumble if Dallas is able to capitalize on that.
Yep, Perry Strickland's fumble recovery stands, and Dallas gets the ball. They have it inside the 20-yard line, already leading by 16, and a chance to add on early in the fourth quarter. So a big turnover there by the Dallas defense.
Well, we know that Dallas has a good kicker, so you could give them 3 already. The key is not letting them in the end zone. And if, and right now the Lawmen are just going to scrape from the bottom of the barrel just to get another play, and then do another one, and do another one, and definitely just try to make them kick.
Dale Van Hooser, the quarterback, on this first down play, hands it off to Weiss. Weiss finding room in the corner. Weiss inside the 10-yard line. That's a 1st and goal for Dallas. It looks like he got the first down yardage for a 1st and goal.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a little bit tired, you got to face Weiss right now. That's pretty tough. That's pretty hard. I mean, we're looking at it right here. I mean, Weiss takes the handoff and gets outside, cuts back up inside, and it's just, I mean, you could just tell he's a tough runner. He's not going to go down on the first hit, so.
That quickness when he puts that right foot in the ground and heads upfield.
Yeah, and he's a strong kid.
Yeah, very explosive. Got inside the 10. 1st and goal now for Dallas there. Set up at the 8-yard line, 8 yards away from another touchdown after the turnover. Weiss still in the backfield next to Van Hooser. Weiss has 1 touchdown today. Van Hooser with the pass. Goes across the middle. Ball was, I believe, deflected by number 77. That's Brian Roth getting in there to put some pressure on the quarterback.
That's the best pressure I've seen of the Lawmen right now. Good job.
Cal Fire, Brian Roth.
It's a good job by Roth. Getting in there and making the play. That's a really good job.
Man, you got to appreciate these guys, these first responders, the jobs they have on a regular basis, and they're out here having a great time playing football. But you think when they go back to work the next day, they have got very serious work to do to protect all of us. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah, the people that are hurt, people that, they see these guys come in as first responders, and they're all bruised up, and they're like, what happened to you?
If Brian Roth comes in to save the day, I'm going to let him. 2nd down and 8. Now 2nd and goal from the 8. Ooh, exchange fumbled. We'll see who comes on.
Got it.
Orange County says they've got it, and they do.
And I think it was Roth that knocked it out.
Roth got in the backfield, and it looks like Brandon Monday might have recovered it. Brandon Monday with the fumble recovery.
Let's see it, yeah.
Here's the play.
Yeah, Roth knocked it out. Roth played the quarterback and the runner back and was able to stay with it and got the ball out. What a great 2 plays by Roth.
Yeah, Brian Roth, that's what
77.
exactly Orange County really needed, some kind of big defensive effort, and they got it.
Yeah, Roth doesn't get to come to the sidelines and show everybody, hey, I did that. He's out there still playing left tackle.
Roth forces the fumble. Brandon Monday recovers the fumble. 1st down now. After they had it at 1st and goal, it's 1st down Orange County at their own 11. Handoff to Kyle Paris.
Nice job.
It's good yardage out close to the 18.
They've had their best plays with Kyle running the ball.
Kyle Paris, again, one of those guys playing both ways. He's the son of the defensive coordinator.
8 yards on the play, bringing up a 2nd and 2.
And playing the safety position on defense and handling the running back duties on offense. That sets up 2nd and about 3 yards to go for a 1st down.
Same play. Oh, bad misdirection.
Now this time they bring the slot back around the corner. That's stopped by Dallas.
Great job by Corey Thompson there.
Alex Young had the ball.
Not Corey Thompson. I have to make that right. That's actually Baltimore, I think. Yeah, Baltimore, excuse me.
Yeah, George Baltimore's made some big plays on defense today.
Absolutely.
Called his name several times, the Dallas Fire Department.
No gain on the play.
3rd down and 3 after no gain. Clock has moved to 11:15 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Dallas has picked it up on this drive.
Orange County facing a 3rd and looks like about 2.5 yards. They've got everybody stacked in the backfield.
Looks like the wishbone backfield.
Yeah, got
Oh, they're just going straight up.
Little maybe tush-push action. And
oh, he almost broke almost broke it and got it free.
Quarterback Spencer Ned not only gets the first down, but gets a few extra yards past the 25.
Yeah, I don't think Spencer Ned ran over his brother right there on that play. I think he just missed the tackle.
I guess it depends on who tells the story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if they're both there at the same time.
Zach Ned, we mentioned it earlier, staring down his brother on every single snap. Zach Ned on defense for Dallas and Spencer Ned, the quarterback for Orange County. What a great opportunity for those two brothers to be able to play here today against each other.
No doubt.
Trash talking, can you imagine?
No doubt.
10-10 to go in the fourth quarter. 24-8 in favor of Dallas. Orange County first down at the 26-yard line. Clock continues to run after that first down run. Ned keeps it this time, gets some blocking from his running back, Harris. And gets it out past the 32-yard line on first down. There's a player down on the field.
I think that's Kyle.
Yeah.
He might be just worn out.
I'll be taking an extra minute here. One of his teammates is helping him up.
He's just worn out.
Well, Kyle Paris went out there and was lead blocking for his quarterback, and obviously took a big hit, but he's bounced back up. Number 22 getting a little break. That was a nice gain for 7 yards all the way to the 33 now. 9:45 left in this fourth quarter.
Kyle Paris is a warrior. He's a warrior. That kid just keeps playing and banging. He wanted to stay out there.
This may be one of the only plays he hasn't been in the game. Offense and defense. He's been out there all day.
Yeah. Yeah. Two-way players. No such thing anymore.
Second down, we'll say 4 yards to go for the first down. Ned hands it off this time to Dimitri Chambers, who gets it out past first down yardage to the 39-yard line. First down for Orange County. Clock still moves, though. We're down to 9 minutes to go.
It's nice that Chambers came in, gives him a little bit, gives Price, a little bit of a break, and has a little different running back with speed and quickness.
Yeah, Dimitri Chambers has had some good runs today with the Irvine PD, and he got the first down that time for Orange County at the 38-yard line.
Chambers had a pick too, right? This game, isn't he? Didn't he pick one off in the first half?
He's had some really good plays on offense and defense today.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this drive. I mean, they're keeping the ball going. Obviously, you say go faster, but they got to do what they can just do, and that's it. And just do it the best you can.
Now we got 3 running backs in the backfield. Is that your maybe wing T?
Could be
3 running backs straight across. Ned looking for a receiver downfield, has a man.
Got him.
And a beautiful throw and catch, but the ball comes out.
Oh, what a play.
Wow, that ball was right on the hands of Angel Munoz.
Keenan Bear, that's what we used to call that late wins, He's caught the ball and everything like that, and they get the ball out of there. Late wins.
Let's see how Keenan Blair made this play.
It's a great throw by Ned. Under pressure, under duress, he catches it. He just can't pull it in, and Blair just slaps the ball and knocks it out. What a play.
Yeah, Munoz had it, didn't have it, then had it, and then it got knocked out.
Yeah.
That was really excellent defense there to knock that ball free. That was almost a huge play for Orange County. And like you said, Ned throwing under pressure.
You think about it. Just that little last 2-3 yards of that play, college, pros and everything, they practice just that last 3 yards of it. Get the ball, bring it in, put 2 on, 1 hand on it, don't let it, and they practice that, that's, we see that done so well sometimes, you know what I mean? But that's because they're able to practice it, where maybe they don't have the chance to practice it so much.
Movement along the line there. We're going to have a 5-yard penalty against Orange County. Brings up a 2nd and 15. That was an interesting formation they ran on that last play. They had the 3 running backs behind the quarterback. They ended up blocking for the quarterback to give him extra time. He still got pressured and still made an accurate throw.
Yeah, they're making it look like, okay, we're going to run right here, but the receiver goes down and acts like he's blocking and then takes off.
The 5-yard penalty backs them up to the 32. Stops the clock with 8 minutes even to go in this fourth quarter. Dallas leads at 24-8. Now they start the clock back up. Second down and 15 for Orange County.
Well, there's that play again.
Yeah, tries to come back the other way. No way this time. That's number 88 for Dallas. Ready for it. Grant Kuntz, we've called his name with the Texas Department of Public Safety several times today.
Yeah, Kuntz has been a pretty good damn player out there, that's for sure.
Makes the stop on the running back in the backfield. That's a huge loss. All the way back to the 27-yard line. And it's third down and long coming up.
I don't think Kuntz was going to let that play beat him again. That's a good job, you know.
It went for a good yardage in the first half, but not that time.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not going to play this play like that like I did last time. And he stayed at home mostly and made a great play.
Orange County facing a third and very long. They have to get it all the way to the 48-yard line for a first down. Clock at 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
It has been a long drive, over, 5-6 minutes for them having the ball.
See if they can keep it going on this third and long. Ned getting pressured, throws it across the middle to Paris. And it's just got yardage up to the 40, which is the original line of scrimmage. Kyle Paris dragged down there. Brings up a fourth and down. And we'll take another look at this nice catch and then a good defensive effort by Dallas.
That's a really nice play. That's a really nice play. You know, Kyle made it on the crossing route right there and was able to, you know, at least get half the yardage. So it gives him a chance to compete again on the next down, even though it's fourth down.
That was Jarvis Haywood, number 34. I believe he made the tackle.
Yeah.
Made a good open field tackle. And we will be back after this timeout with more action right after this.
Giving a mortgage-free home to a catastrophically injured veteran. Do people understand what that means? A lot of these people living in situations that they can't get around, with their disability. I mean, come on.
By the end of next year, we'll have paid off mortgages for over 2,000 of these great heroes. And also for fallen first responders that are catastrophically injured or die in the line of duty to leave young families behind. We're proud of that.
Tunnel to Towers has been caring for America's greatest heroes for more than 2 decades, and we ask you to join us on our mission to do good.
If you're interested in becoming a deputy sheriff trainee, let me walk you through the process. The first step to our process is to complete an application on our website. You will receive an email with instructions on how to take our written exam online. If you are successful in your written exam, you will move on to the next step, which is the physical agility test. If you're successful in your written examination and your physical agility test, you'll move on to the second phase, which consists of a polygraph examination, a medical, and a psych evaluation. The last phase will be a deputy chief's oral interview where you get the opportunity to possibly receive a conditional job offer. Hi, sir. How you doing?
Welcome back to the NPSFL Game of the Week. Fourth down for Orange County from the 38-yard line. Trying to keep this drive alive. Dallas trying to make a stop. Extra blockers for the quarterback who throws it and is picked off on fourth down. Either way, it would have turned the ball back over, but another good defensive play by Brett Heima who makes the interception and takes it out of bounds at the 46.
Couldn't really tell who he was trying to throw it to there. I thought he was trying to throw it to Price. You know, if you look at this play, Price, there's not two receivers in this route here. It's just mostly Price, you know.
That's an easy pick for Heima.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I mean, they're trying to get some yards. You know, can't blame them.
You have no choice as the quarterback's got to throw it somewhere on fourth down.
And he's trying to throw it deeper because he knew that Price was not, you know, he wasn't in the first down area. So.
Well, the turnover gives it back to Dallas, and they're in full control now, leading by 16 with 6:18 left to go. And for Dallas, if they hold on to this victory as they're leading now with just a little over 6 minutes to go, that puts them in a really strong position in Division II with a 3-0 record, and everybody will be chasing this Dallas team.
Now, if they get that, they win that Division II, does that mean they qualify to go into Division I?
No, they'll reshuffle everything for next year and see where you go. Sometimes teams do move from Division I up
and back,
from 2 to 1 and back, but that would be decided after the season.
Right.
For now, it's Dallas with the ball, and Anthony Weiss gets tripped up right at the line of scrimmage after a short gain.
He tripped over his offensive line.
Yeah, I think he got tripped up by somebody on his own team, but he bounces back up after a 4-yard gain. Clock continues to run, and Dallas really just needs to hang on to the ball and run out another 6 minutes and get to 3-0.
Yeah, and that's one of their keys for the game is they just want to control and protect the football.
They have done the better job of that today.
Definitely.
The better job of being more balanced. They've had a good running game mixed up with a good passing game, and they've done both things well today.
Yeah, like I said, usually this is really good film, even though it's hard and it's tough to go through with it with the Lawmen. But this is really good learning for them. Being able to play a game that counts in their first game.
2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Back to throw is Van Hooser running.
Look at those guys
to try to get away from the defenders, and he does. And he runs out of bounds. Might have been better to stay in bounds there. That stops the clock. But he gets the 1st down yardage. That means 4 more downs. And we'll take a look at how did Van Hooser get around the corner.
I mean, he was able to get to the edge right here. There's nobody, protecting the edge right there. He's able to get outside that, And then some quarterbacks would just kind of slide down, and just stay in bounds. But I think he wanted to get the 1st down. But it wasn't 3rd or 4th down. I think it was like 2nd down.
Well, in fact, with just over 5 minutes to go, the clock did restart, and the clock is running after that 1st down run by Van Hooser. And give credit to him. I think he's managed the offense really well today, made good decisions on offense, and a couple of really nice touchdown throws today.
He's done a great job. He's done a great job, and I'm really impressed with this Dallas team in the 2nd half.
Now we get the handoff to number 19. That's for 19 is Alex Harris for Dallas. Takes it forward for another good run. But Harris and Weish together today have really combined for a good running attack for Dallas, and that's another big gain on 1st down.
Ball carried by number 19, Alex Harris.
Clock running under 4 minutes now left to go.
It would be interesting to see this game if the Lawmen kind of were a little more fully staffed with their, with some more players, and see how that game would turn out. I mean, because I can just tell, Dallas is a little more polished team right now. They're a little bit ahead of them, but this is going to pay dividends for this team. The Lawmen can really learn from that. That's a nice tackle. He breaks it.
Oh, my goodness. Great running by Anthony Weish, who gets all the way inside the 10-yard line. Weish breaking tackles. Some tired defenders out there from OC, but give credit to Weish. And let's see how he did it, Sam. That was just a great individual effort.
I mean, he's got the speed to get outside, and then he beats it by the two tackle. He breaks basically 2 to 3 tackles there. But I just don't want to highlight at the end, Chambers doesn't give up on the play. Number 0, Chambers, stops him from getting a touchdown.
Yeah, it looked like if not for Chambers, he would have scored.
To me, that's big. And
that's the kind of thing, as a coach, you really notice that.
That deserves gratitude.
That's the kind of thing you bring up when reviewing a game like this. Here's a guy who didn't quit on the play.
Did not quit on the play.
The 1st down sets them up inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal from the 9, 2.5 minutes left. After that, great run by Anthony Weish for a 1st down. Letting the clock run all the way through the play clock. Weish gets it again. Big hole on the right side. Cuts back into the end zone. Anthony Weish scores his 2nd touchdown of the game. This time from 9 yards out. And it advances the lead now to 30-8.
He's able to get, the thing is on this play, like what Weish has been able to do mostly like a lot of this game, he's been able to get into level 2 right away. He gets past level 1, and he's already in level 2 of your defense. And then now he's going to pick up some speed. He's strong. He's quick. He can make good run. I mean, he's going to get in. He's going to get his yardage. But he's breaking through the wall that you're supposed to set on defense. Which obviously these coaches know that, and they just have to keep coaching it and doing it, and they'll get better at it.
Brett Petticord adds the extra point. Great day kicking for him. All the extra points plus a field goal today for Petticord, and that makes it a 31-8 lead in favor of Dallas. Anthony Weish, the 2nd touchdown for him for the game, this time from 9 yards out. 31-8 in favor of Dallas with exactly 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, and in these last 2 minutes, obviously those guys on the Lawmen are, feeling kind of dejected and not feeling about the, but they have a lot to be proud about, but they also have a lot to learn. And they're going to, and then in football, you always have to face that Monday or that Sunday or whatever that next day is after a game. And what happens in those situations? You go over the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you try to eliminate the ugly. And then once you start eliminating the ugly, then you can start eliminating the bad, and you stay with the good, and things start getting better for you. But there's parts of this game that the Lawmen made some really good strides. They're just going up against a good team.
Yeah, and we mentioned at the beginning of the game, too, it's first game out. They actually get to play for Orange County, second one for Dallas. And Dallas has the advantage of already having that game under the belt. And I do agree with you. I think if teams – maybe with an even number of players, they're pretty well matched as far as talent goes. But Dallas was able to have more substitutes come in, stay a little bit more fresh, and then come out with the victory today. Obviously going to hold on and win this one. 31-8 now with just 2 minutes to go. And here comes the kickoff. It does get past the 20. And
nice run.
Back.
Look at Chambers. That's a hell of a
Demetric
play.
Chambers not giving up on anything. Gets it past midfield. And it gives us a quick chance to just remind everyone and how much we appreciate the sponsors for the NPSFL.
Absolutely.
And that's the Gary Sinise Foundation, namely Global Life Insurance. There we see in the replay of the kickoff return.
The thing I like about this kickoff return right here is this is what makes great kickoff returners. They just go as fast as they can, and they make 2 cuts, and if you can get past those 2 cuts, you have a chance to be going in the end zone.
Yeah, our other sponsors, named sponsors for today, Bolovas Restorations and Bet Big. Talk Loud podcast. Thank you for your sponsorship, and thank you for your support, and everyone else out there who does what you do to support this league and what these players are doing. We greatly appreciate it.
It's worth it. It's a great cause because what these guys do is from those kind of sponsors and what they get, it just becomes double time, the stuff they're able to do for people that are not able to, survive in the way they want to survive.
Orange County with the possession, a first down
Chambers.
at the 48-yard line. Why not give it back to Demetric Chambers, see what he can do with it after that nice kickoff return?
I like Chambers. He just seems like a guy that's not going to quit, give up, one of the smaller guys on the field, and he's just going to battle. That is one guy that you can go to war with right there.
Yeah, with the force of the Irvine PD. Demetric Chambers, number 0. Clock is down to 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. And this one, Dallas with a 31-8 lead over Orange County.
Biggest lesson here is just to finish for both teams. Just finish it out. Finish it out. Yes, we know Dallas is going to win this game, but just finish.
Yeah, a lot to learn for Orange County in this game, and it's got to be a very satisfying win for the Dallas side and head coach Jeff Price.
Class guy, class act team, going forward, trying. Nice block. Oh. That's a great block by Chambers.
Throwing it up for grabs, trying to complete it, and almost gets the completion to Jake Urena, who's had a touchdown catch in this game. But great job of escaping for the quarterback to be able to get that ball off.
Do we have the replay on this one, guys? I'd like to see the back because I don't know if you can, but if you can, I want you to look at Chambers. He steps up, and it's hard to see, but he makes an amazing block on a guy twice his size so the quarterback can get the ball off. That's the kind of stuff that will take you to another level. As a player, as a team, that kind of stuff. When they see one of their guys doing like that, battling like that, even though game's 31-8, 30 seconds left.
Yeah, that's your running back making a play.
Deserves a lot.
Giving your quarterback a chance.
Yeah. And they almost came down with that.
We're down to 35 seconds to go here in this game. Third down from the 45 for Orange County. Clock starts on the snap. Pass downfield picked off. Dallas has it.
Get him down.
Coming
Get him
back
down.
the other way is number
if you
11, Brett Heima.
Yeah, he's going to stay down. Good. Smart play.
trying to run out the entire clock. Jaime with another interception today. Or they say Keenan Blair has it.
Is that number 10?
Correction. Let's see. I thought it was number 11. Let's see, Sam, if we can
Keenan
see it
Blair.
on the replay. If it's Blair or Jaime.
Dallas defenders will take over possession.
That's Blair.
Oh, Keenan Blair.
Yeah.
Okay. Give it to Keenan Blair. That's number 10 running around trying to run out the rest of the clock. Credit to him.
Yeah, this is where you don't want to get some of your guys, banged up. You got to, they're just going to let the clock roll and finish the game out.
Keenan Blair with that interception. And the officials are going to run the clock and run this clock out, and that will be the last play of the game. The interception ends it. Dallas takes it home 31-8 over Orange County today. Congratulations to Dallas for the victory. The defenders win it. 31-8 the final score. We'll take a quick break and come back and wrap it up right after this.
Follow us on www.
FTO, it's a field training officer. We train recruits coming out from the academy. The training process takes about 6 months. If you teach to recruit well, they make good officer on the street, and I think that's a rewarding to me. I believe the Dallas Police Department is a great place to work. You have opportunity to move up, and there's a lot of room to grow.
My name's Officer Combs, a recruiter for the Roanoke Police Department. I can give you a million reasons why you should come to this agency, but how about you hear a few from some of my friends? Let's go. RPD values, what we have to offer.
I grew up here in Roanoke and wanted to take care of our citizens.
I wanted to be part of a team.
Because we wanted a challenge. By working together, we can make a difference in today's youth.
Using the latest in technology to build a safer community.
We wanted to bridge the gap. We wanted to be the example. We saw our future with RPD. You see your future with us.
Everyone has their origin story, and we want this place to be yours. So apply today and change tomorrow.
Final score here, Dallas wins it 31-8 over Orange County. Kerry Garnett with Sam Ano. And Sam, very impressive performance by Dallas, especially in that second half when they got the ball downfield. Orange County did get on the board finally with a touchdown to Jake Urena, but then it was Jeremy Lewis hauling in the 34-yard touchdown and Anthony Weish finishing things off with a 9-yard touchdown for the final 31-8 victory.
They accomplished in the second half their key to the game, control and protect the football, and they did that pretty beautifully. And you can't, and they stopped them when they needed to on defense. So that they won the second half, and you can tell by the score that they did. I mean, with the Lawmen, they learned. There's some things they're going to learn from this game that's going to help them pay dividends down the rest of the road.
Dallas, especially with some big defensive turnovers, they got the interceptions there late in the game, really shutting down any chance Orange County had to get back in this game. So for Dallas, they take a 3-0 record out of this game. And they'll be the team to try to beat in Division II. The winner of Division II will be the best regular season winner. And they have a 3-0 record now as Orange County now falls to 1-1. And that'll wrap things up here from Orange, California. We appreciate you joining us on the NPSFL network. Thanks to our executive producer, Andy Singleton, our producer, Chris Cashman, director, Brian Vilvan, and for Sam Ano, I'm Kerry Garnett saying thank you for joining us on the NPSFL network for our Game of the Week. We'll see you again next time. Have a great evening, everybody.